は機械だ鉄人だ今解き放てよ鋼の魂いくぜブレイクダウン悪い奴らをぶち壊せ必殺必殺限界パワーだ百裂パンチ俺はゴージャスインパクト青い海原駆け抜けて走れ全開巨大が叫ぶ俺のハートはダイナモだ今輝かせろクールな瞳いくぜブレイクアウト群がる敵を打ち砕け必殺必殺最強パワーだボヨヨンキック俺はチャーミングインパクト愛と勇気の名にかけてなぜに戦う力の限り俺の体は超合金今立ち上がれよ大地を蹴っていくぜブレイクアウト熱い血潮よって覚ませ必殺必殺爆発パワーだ鼻から小判俺はファンキーインパクト
Alright. Get some smooth jams. I always pop these early, so get some time for people to come in. RPG night, yay, hype. Oh, I was so not ready. The beginning it's gonna be absolutely hilarious. Alright, so we have one person already in the Discord. I'll wait just a little bit longer before I pop in. I have all my windows to control right now. My windows are everywhere. Oh, they're everywhere. It's so gross. There. That'll be a little better. I always have to like readjust literally everything every time. It's fantastic, really, how much editing I have to do. Because I do not, I just don't care. So I don't plan this ahead of time. I just kind of slap it together and here we go. It's great. This is some good jams. Get some sweet beats. Sweet beats. Okay. At least the title's right this time. I keep messing up the title. It's gross. Always. It's just like me in general. I'm gross. Ah, shit. I just hit my microphone because I'm switching the clothes around. I just bumped that plug and it just messed all up. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm just being the worst right now. I've got to do laundry. I gotta do laundry tonight too. Oh god. Oh god. Because I like to hang dry my clothes. I don't like to... Well, no. Correction. What I like to do with the clothing is I like to treat them nice on the delicates and stuff. Like undergarments, I notice work like they'll last longer for you if you just hang dry them because it won't destroy the elastic because there's not a lot of heat to fuck it. Same with well, pretty much anything that has elastic in it or has padding. kind of works a little bit better if you don't put it in the dryer. That and certain things have hooks and stuff, and it gets all tangled and it's gross. So I like to hang dry most of my clothes. I'll do that indoors though. Like in the wintertime, I'll like get a heater on it with like a very loud fan. I'm hoping you're not hearing the new earrings that I just put together clinking constantly. I decided to wear them, see how long I could stand it before it starts actually hurting, because they're really heavy. They're the heaviest earrings I have ever worn. It's like literal amethyst, like, I think it's glass made to look like amethyst, because I don't think they'd actually sell legit amethyst, at least non-flawed. But it's just like basic amethyst stones with moons in front that I just modified today. Just having a good time. Just having a good time. I'm going to finish the necklace later. I'm going to do it one piece at a time. It's a bit of alabone shell and amethyst, and my goal is for a Halloween thing. If I work that day would be fantastic, because then I could walk in the garb. I'll have to be very careful, however, on my garb, because the kind of work that I do would probably tear up most garments. So I'll have to pick something very carefully out. Right now I'll just get the jewelry bits, and what from the jewelry that I'm putting together, I'll be able to figure out what the rest of the outfit's going to look like. I'm debating on whether to do a dress or not. Dress is probably a bad idea, considering it hangs and drags, and I might get caught on so many things, and it will ruin the one good dress I do have that would work with the outfit. Well, technically I have two, but only one of them really looks good. Like, really good. I guess I could be like a neo-necromancer. That'd be kind of fun, because I recently got my hands on a really nice shirt. Has a cool pattern on it. Live by the sun, live by the moon. It's neat. Neat, neat, neat. It's like a little weird lace-shouldered hoodie combo weirdness that I really enjoy. Oh, jeez. Has like a hood and stuff. So then, if I wanted to, I could get a little cape and just safety pin it gently. Or I could do light, actually, I'll do light stitching instead. That would be really cool. Have just a light cape, because it's not like I'm a superhero or something where I'm flying around. Then I can have my hair tied up in the hood, and I can have my hood up. My face will still be showing, but I get to have my hood on, and I'd just be absolutely happy to have a hood at work. And then with the jewelry and everything, it'll be kind of interesting. But the jewelry wouldn't show up as well. I guess the hood down wouldn't be too bad. Just kind of have the hood showing and my hair out. Totally gonna do up my nails though. That'd be fantastic. Have like little fake plastic animal skeletons on me and shit. It's gonna be nice, gonna be nice. Got these sweet beats. We got 20 minutes and counting. Still only one person in that chat. I feel kind of bad, but I kind of don't want to join into it right now because I'm having a little chat with my chat. Oh, jeez. It's so funny because I notice everybody wants like Liz's version of everything, but it's just like, well, I mean, I stream it. You just gotta be careful not to watch it too closely. Like, don't read what I'm doing and everything. I'm not gonna say what I'm doing. I'll keep my plans to myself mostly, but yeah. I'm sure there's been a lot of people that accidentally did that sort of stuff. Hope I don't dick around and forget to actually join in the chat though. That would be the worst. I'm just too busy like spinning in my chair and just idly waiting, and then I just, oh god, I'm late even though I was here. I'm totally paying attention today. Ugh. Not sure what this session's gonna be like on this one. It's definitely starting to tell with how many people we have. It's definitely, you're not going to be able to get that personal one-on-one experience unless you're really loud and really in charge. Like, you're the first person to speak every fucking time. So I might wind up making my own character. I might actually change her personality just a little to kind of match with the issues. I might make her, she'll still be outgoing. I don't even know what this remix is. It's something Studio Ghibli, but I have no idea what this I have no idea what this mix is. I don't recognize the original song at all. I don't hear it. They did too much studio mixing to it. I can't identify what song this is anymore. I have no idea. I should probably get some water. My jaw's been hurting like fucking crazy. I'll be glad on the 23rd when I go get my dental done. It'll probably finally fix all my hurts. Oh god. Making a trip into the local bathroom because I drink from the tap like a fucking animal. There we go. Probably heard that. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. I like this pre-stream business. I get all my freaking chattiness out to absolutely no one, and then when the session actually starts, I'll shut the fuck up. God. I wish there was like a crew that I actually streamed with. That'd be kind of nice. But everybody's schedules is always weird. Man. I'll give it till 7:50. Then I'll hop into the main chat because I kind of just want to chill. Oh, goodness. I'm going to be so excited when I'm done with this necklace. I'll probably wind up posting it. If I get done before the next chaos, I will definitely... I'll get a picture of it, just the necklace by itself with the earrings in the backdrop. I'll try to get a nice framed photo of it and post it, and I have it on as my wallpaper background so everybody could see my Halloween necklace and shit that I made myself. I'm actually combining two skills at once. I'm combining a little bit of just basic tool work with pliers and wire cutters, and then combining hand sewing to make this whole thing work, because it's going to be like really fun, like little stone bits and alabone shell on a ribbon that's going to go around my neck like a little choker. I'm hoping I didn't make the stupid thing too big. I think I might have, and I might have to redo the fasteners on it, and that's going to be sad because I worked really hard on the fasteners. I'll have to waste 2 fasteners, but it'll be worth it with the result that I'm looking at getting. It'll be worth it. I'll sew on a couple more of the shells and stones and see how that looks, and hopefully it'll look nice. The original idea was going to be like, if I could get small animal bones or something like that, I could string it together to make some kind of pseudo necklace that was going to be kind of weird looking, but that didn't work out. So I decided, hey, let's go with the mysticism route and do what looks like bones dipped in resin and mix that with stones. And ironically, somebody knew like different stone mineral, like I think they might be into the metaphysical teachings as well as symbolicism teachings with certain things, because she was mentioning that amethyst is apparently one of the stones of the moon. And it's like, that's ironic, because I just so happened to just stumble onto purple, and I saw purple stones, and I'm like, you know what? Purple, let's go. I don't have a purple set of anything right now, so here we go. Solid purple set. Let's do this. I mean, I have like a Gengar necklace, but that's all I have that's purple. Ah, sweet. This would go with the Gengar necklace, actually, the earrings that I'm wearing. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, lordy. That's kind of nice. I have no idea how this session's gonna go. But just as clarification, for the last session we had approximate to 14 people all at once. Hot damn. Hot damn. Oh, I still need to post onto YouTube, so I'll probably do that the minute this session's over. Is I'll go ahead and I'll transfer the shit that's not been transferred before it gets lost on Twitch forever. Go ahead, just port it over to my YouTube. Goes by the same name. It's whatever. I don't have any editing software, so I can't make it all pretty. So, it is what it is. I spent so much on this necklace. I didn't realize how bad in the hole I'd put myself until I saw the final note on that. The original cost for this entire necklace, $50. $50 fucking dollars. So when I'm done with it, if I ever resold this necklace, to get an actual profit that would do for the amount of effort I put into it and the actual time I'm gonna put into it, the actual time, effort, and then I have to make money from the fact that I lost that much money. So it would be an $100 fucking choker that I'm making right now. An $100 goddamn choker. Because, you know, holy shit. Gotta make that extra money, and it's just like, holy fucking hell, I would never sell this necklace. I really wouldn't, because nobody's gonna buy a choker for $100 unless they just got money to burn and just like macabre looking shit or weird looking shit. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I wound up getting one of my co-workers were saying something about they won't allow her to take her sketchbook around with her anymore. So I'm like, well, maybe if she has a tinier sketchbook that she can hide in her apron, she won't have to have that issue of them being mad at her for, you know, doodling. And it's just like, well, and then this way she could have it in her hand and she could just look up on occasion. Something like that. I don't know. I'm just hoping it's something that'll be nice and she'll enjoy it and it'll help her out. Oh, man. Almost time to get in there. There's now 4 people in there. It's gonna be great. Everybody ready? I'm not ready. Totally not ready. Alright. We inbound. Here we go. What's up?
Yup.
We gather in tiny numbers this time.
Everything was amazing.
Hopefully the tiny numbers remain.
Yeah.
Oh dear, the session would go so terrible.
How so?
What?
Because we wouldn't have hardly any of the people required, and poor Liz would have to control everyone.
Oh god.
Yeah, don't
Or-
wish for
or-
half the
or-
people gone.
You can bullshit and say everybody stayed at the tavern.
So the people that said they were totally gonna go decided not to go, and then these people was like, you know what, fuck you guys, and they just left us their own little party on a mini adventure.
Or you could say that what's called we got split up, and we ended up doing it while they were off gallivanting through the forest.
We went through the forest of the mist, and we all got separated from each other. The end.
You were the one spell you cast in the first test session.
Oh.
Causes us to split up.
Oh no, no, fucking hallucinatory terrain. That'd be terrible if something cast that. That means that they're a very high level, and that would be total dickery.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying, that'd be awful. But people saw right frickin' through it, so. But at our low levels, it would be really hard unless we got good rolls.
How did you die from Mage Hand?
What?
Look in voice channel.
Voice channel?
Super simplified, but that's basically how the second session went.
Oh.
Hey,
the
Yep.
two things I did of note.
Oh.
Probably better than King and I, we both kind of charged in, and then yeah.
At least you did something. I was sitting there for like 4 hours waiting to be not dead.
Oh, I'm not dead
I
yet.
died within the first 2 turns.
Yeah.
I understand. Sorry.
Just, I want to have fun with this, and I'm consistently seeing that I'm going to have a hard time with it.
Yeah. You kind of have to counterbalance it with, if you can't really be outspoken, you can do what me and Nox were doing. And the minute I noticed that Nox wasn't talking either, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and play ball with him, because the poor guy is probably gonna sit in the corner the whole time and not be able to interact with anybody, because the character he picked, I knew what he was doing. So I was like, fuck it. Marigot would totally go for that ass. I didn't realize he was playing a female character though at first. And but the minute I knew, I was like, good. I did a good thing. This is totally in her character. Here we go.
Oh God.
Here we go. And I didn't realize he was playing a similar character style, so they just took off like a fucking bonfire. It just went whoosh so fast. And then we tried to pull Petrie into it. She's like, no.
Nox weak better and just like instruct error, like no.
I had to explain to him what her reaction meant. So I'm like, I'll help you when that happens. Because, yeah, no, that was flat out rejection. She was just like, no, you're not. Don't you even come over here. I see what you two are doing. Don't you dare.
For shits and giggles, I'm gonna go do first RPG. I'm gonna look at my stats.
Hey, Mal.
Ew.
Oh my god.
Oh, August 13th.
I guess
Aww.
I
We're not gonna be on.
I guess we're the on time gang.
Sass is never on time. This is weird.
It never is. There's always at least 5 people late.
5?
Half the party.
Yeah,
So that's
No,
14
holy-
people, so 7 people always late.
And
Okay.
again, we've had a streak of people who just don't show up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yay.
yeah.
Canoculus and Leaf know. Like, we only had like maybe 1 or 2 people show up on time every week. We only had like 1 or 2.
What? Oh, for the original RPG?
Yes.
We had more
for
than
the
that. We
original.
had no.
I think at one point the
Yeah.
maximum we had on time was maybe 3 or 4.
I think no. We averaged about 3 or 4, but
Yeah.
we still had like an 8 people party, so we
Yeah.
still were waiting on people.
Yeah. Like,
It
we
wasn't
wouldn't
as
start
big as
until like
this.
15 minutes to half hour late. We never would.
Well, I mean, I can help him out a little bit. Let me take a... I should have done this from the start, is take a tally of who is coupled with who.
I think Petrie has that,
There are peoples.
Yes.
Oh god.
and
Hey,
I think
wow.
we
More
pinned that.
people are on time.
Yes. No, that's our classes. Never mind.
Make up your minds
Wait,
where
what?
you're
Oh, yeah.
typing, goddammit.
Looking pins.
Yes.
Petrie put a thing of classes, and it goes in 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and those are the pairings.
I'm hoping people will stick more to the actual RPG chat instead of going into freaking voice chat, because they keep cross-chatting and it's bugging me, because then I can't see everything everyone's saying.
Mhm.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
it-
agree
Welcome to the
there.
club.
It's just like, god damn it, I can only do so many things with my brain.
You would not like my work.
Yeah, she wouldn't like mine either.
Which job, though? Which
I'm
job?
a
Keyword, which?
drive-through person. I take orders and I have like 3 conversations going at one time.
I'm aiming that directly at Mao, because he has multiple jobs he does.
Ah,
Through the week.
Yes, this is true.
I thought
Sadly,
you were
this is
answering
true.
yes, this job.
This job.
Um,
Just being that.
the job you would hate.
Oh, it'd
would
be working at the fucking
be-
KFC. Or not KFC,
No.
fucking Chick-fil-A. I would hate that.
No, that
It's not the
no,
worst
you
job
wouldn't.
ever.
Extra.
No,
My
I'm
role
sorry,
at
I just
that
don't deal with
place
kids
is
very
not
well.
nice.
Eh.
Oh,
They
kids
get
aren't that
along with
bad.
me, don't get me wrong. That's the weird part is I'm
See,
very
keep in
stiff with
mind-
children, but they
keep in
just
mind-
like me for some reason. I'm like, why?
Keep in mind, my role at Chick-fil-A is not to get along with kids, but to make sure they get along with me.
Mm.
I can hate them all I like.
But do you really want
Job you would not be able to handle is the martial arts instructor. For little kids. That is one that would kill you.
Oh, by
Because
the
you not
way,
only have to teach all of them, you have to keep track of all of them.
Oh god. Like,
And some of them have
Sword.
very loud mouths
Indeed.
on them.
Oh yes, indeed.
that sort of job would just like make me tempted to smack little children.
Oh
More so than
god.
before that is.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
sweet baby Jesus. There's a fire.
Yep.
I don't know if my job is any more difficult than anyone else's. I'm guessing on the no side, but
I can never remember what your job even is.
retail. But it's more.
Oh,
along the
I have a
lines
very
of-
good respect for you, good sir.
Oh yeah.
Retail sucks.
You get half of
It
mine. You
does.
get half of mine because I work in a grocery store.
Mhm. Oh no!
I know
even
half
better,
of what you're suffering.
Even better. You want to know what I'm going to have to do tonight?
What you're doing?
I have to stay up all night, until morning.
Are you stalker?
No, because
Oh.
I
He
have
was
3
already.
overnights coming up.
Oh
Jeez.
no. Is it like a Walmart? It stays open.
No, I am
Okay.
reassembling a room so
Oh
that we
god.
can put the Christmas stuff out.
Oh god.
I feel so bad for you because I've been there.
See, what's even worse is I actually like this job. I like the people I work with. I like the people that are there. I don't mind the customers because usually they're really nice. Usually they're okay, except for the couple of really bitchy old cogs that I just hate. But usually it's okay.
How do you feel about the upper management?
Regional guy, don't see him often. He scares me.
Oh yeah.
Manager, he is at best okay. He tries to be a really good manager, tries to lead really well, but half the time I'm sitting here thinking, what the fuck are you doing? And like, what's worse is I like him as a person, I don't like him as a manager.
I hate that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been there.
Like, he's a good person. I can fully and 100% tell that. I don't like him as a manager.
A
Yeah, I
friend
can understand that.
at
And then
least
there's occasions where, like, we've got way too much stuff coming in, and we have almost no people to do the work.
Oh yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess who is the one they always
You.
call?
You.
Yeah.
It's you.
I know that
The
feeling.
moment there's
all
a
too
call
well.
out, me. The moment they need another person, me. The moment they need another person on the register on a weekend where they should have 2 register bays open, but instead only have 1,
You.
they always call me. Yeah. Which
See, I get that with my job.
partially I'm okay with it because
Understand.
I'm the one who's closest to the registers and I can actually run up there and give them a hand. But still, it grates.
I know that feeling all too well.
Uh-huh.
I have to deal with that this week. Because if you looked earlier in chat, a good portion of the trainers at the gym are going on vacation.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, yeah. And
fucked.
it's get all the info ready and get all the text stuff ready and all that. And one of them's not going on vacation, but they're going to a different state with coach for a fight. And they won't be back until not this Monday, but next Monday.
Oh boy.
So, as the second in charge under coach, I have to take care of everything.
I don't know what he's apologizing for because guess who else is late? By 2 minutes.
Hmm.
The one that
who-
doesn't want anyone late is the one that's always late.
See, Liz is always late, but only by, like, a little bit.
Well, I mean, it's
Hmm.
mostly cases where he can't help it. Like it's just.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know, but it's just like-
he's fashion way late.
Oh,
True.
speaking of,
Oh, got a message then, didn't you?
no, he's talking in the RPG.
Oh, his
And-
ears
and
were
also in the
burning.
chat. Apparently.
That left ear's itchy, isn't it?
Hmm.
His whole brain is on fire.
It's just all of it.
All
Jeez.
it's on fire.
Jeez.
Don't throw grease on him, please.
No,
Oh dear.
no, I
3
completely
minutes.
understand being the one guy that everyone
My partner's
calls.
here. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I completely understand. Whenever we're like down a trainer at the gym, I'm the one they call. Whenever there's like something that needs to get taken care of that no one knows what to do, I'm like the first or second person that's called. If they need to know information about this equipment, where we got it, yada yada, I'm who they normally call.
Well, what's even worse is that I don't even know everything. Like, I received almost no training on half of what I do.
That's retail.
I get no training. I'm a trainer. I do the training. Oh, what's funny though?
That's
I had to buy everything, and because I've had to buy half of what's there, I know where everything is, and I know the entire schedule.
Mhm.
Nice.
Ooh.
Well, like, I only know where everything is because I'm always the one rushing around. I'm always the first to try and help a customer. And some days they decide, yeah, no, I don't want your help, yada, yada, yada. And I still sometimes get in trouble for it because I've talked to them like 3 or 4 times and my manager hasn't seen it.
Oh, yeah.
And so,
They're like, oh, you didn't actually
Yeah.
help them because you didn't actually help them. And it's just like, ah, fuck you too.
mhm.
Yeah, no, I've been there before as well.
We have the opposite problem at the grocery store I work at. Fucking, you help a customer, you come back to the front end. Like, what took you so long? Customer? Yeah, quit lying. What the? Ah!
Now, see, he's not that bad. I will fully state that.
Yeah.
James
Yeah.
isn't nearly
I-
that bad.
I'm here.
Oh,
Yeah, you're here.
Hello.
you're not the
Why,
late
hello
one
there.
by 5 minutes.
Mic check 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Is this
hey.
working?
Yay!
Oh, that-
New headset works. Hey, look at that. All right.
Good evening, Lasagna.
Nice.
Lord and
Good evening.
Savior, help us.
We have 11 people.
No.
11. Uh-oh, we have 11 people. I know Tamsin's not going to be here tonight.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. 1 second.
Knox is usually a little bit late. So
Indeed.
I think
that
that is
is-
the other half of the group we're missing.
yeah, so that should be everybody because we're supposed to have 13 right. Yeah, it's supposed to be 13. So yeah, that's everybody. Okay, perfect.
It's supposed to be 13. Who's with our partner?
That would be Jack, but Jack, I have again. We're trying to get Kestrel in here. By the way, everybody, ping Kestrel. Tell him to get his butt in here if he
Yeah,
wants to
dude.
do
Get his
RPG.
little booty. Move it.
Ping him. Ping him. Tell him to get in here. Oh, that works too. Yeah. Never mind. Never mind. Don't ping him. Don't ping
Okay.
him.
You mean you
Earbuds
don't
got
want
it.
us all to
No.
to ping them right now?
No.
Earbuds got it.
Earbuds got it. Just fine.
Okay, back.
Just to
Yeah,
Feel
that
free.
works.
give
Feel
them
free to
7
ping
pings.
when-
Earbud has the
will-
job of pinging.
Okay, so in that case, we'll wait a couple more minutes for Kestrel to get in here, and we'll wait for Earbud to return with news of he's coming. Look at that.
Oh.
So we will wait for Kestrel to come in, and Jack, if Kestrel joins us for RPG night, then he will be your new partner.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hello, Kestrel.
Speaking
Nice,
of,
nice,
And
nice.
speaking of, there's a Kestrel. Well, Kestrel appears. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good.
Kestrel.
Oh.
Castro, welcome.
Yo.
You are my new partner.
If you decide to join us. So,
Oh yes. If you
oh, that's already a yes. Not even
Yeah.
hesitation.
RPGs are my jam.
Oh man.
Like I have
it's
like
a good jam.
They're his
homebrewed
drug,
so
man. You
many,
gotta know.
and I have like so
They're his
many just
drug.
waiting for a Kickstarter. It's like insane.
All right, so Kestrel, what we're gonna do is this. Since you're already good to join, since you said you want to join, here's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
Since you're here, I'm gonna have you airdrop in next week because I gotta roll you a sheet. We'll do that during the week. If you want to join us and just kind of have fun, hang out with us for this, no worries. If you've got places to be, things to do, no worries. We'll airdrop you next week.
Question.
Oh yeah, I'll
Question.
chill and hang out so I have some like
Lasagna.
know what's going on.
What's up?
A question. Should he just take control of the character that's technically
He will actually take control of that character here tonight. We could do that, and then airdrop his own character next week. We could do that. It's a great idea.
So guess what? You're playing today.
Hey!
Yeah.
Surprise!
Now, just letting you know. Yeah, just giving you the heads up. You're basically you're a magic caster, and are you aware that people turn into weapons in this thing?
We homebrewed this bad thing. We homebrewed
I
this.
love it.
This
So
bad boy,
like
yeah.
Ruby kind of thing.
No,
Like,
as in,
No,
Soul Eater. Soul Eater type of thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I guessed I had two options, and I guessed one. I guessed wrong. Okay.
It's fine. It's all good.
It's fine.
all good.
Maybe every gun
you
is
guessed
a
the
sword.
one with the better scythe.
Yo.
Wrong.
I mean, you're not
the better scythe
wrong.
wielder, though. Not the better scythe wielder, from what I've
the
seen.
one
But
more
which one has a
wielder.
better
Yeah,
The better
animation?
scythe.
Ooh.
I'll take better piano on that one.
Oh, that's you know what? A scythe that plays
Better piano. I'll agree with that.
How about a
Yeah.
how about a scythe that comes with its own monopod and can hit a target with an armor-piercing round from approximately 2,000 meters?
I don't need that, man.
Too
You're the
much
one that
effort,
cares about guns
too much
here.
thinking.
I counter your argument with two words: grim and reaper.
Yes.
Mm,
Yes.
Yeah.
fair.
I counter with
I
one
approve of
word.
this.
Excalibur.
Oh god, my fave, my favorite.
I almost forgot about that character.
That was great.
That fucking episode when he broke up with his wielder,
We
though.
all-
That shit was
We
funny.
all
Oh,
tried
yeah.
to forget about Excalibur, but it's just never gonna happen.
I'm sorry, no, you don't forget about something that awesome. When you're that awesome,
That
you don't
awesome
need
and
pants.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
I made a demotivational poster, okay?
I mean, on
I
that
thought you were
note,
one.
Oh yeah. Kestrel, do you have control over the character?
I'm giving him
No,
control
I am.
right now. Oh, he needs to even get in here, so he needs to get
yes,
roll
where do
20.
I need to be?
Give
You need
him
to be-
link!
You're
there's
running
a
away.
pinned message. There is a pinned message in the RPG chat.
Okay, go on.
Although there are a lot of pinned messages in the RPG chat. The good news is the second one from the top.
Okay. hold on.
Yeah, it's up there. It says new link to join the RPG, and it provides a link. Click the link. You'll join.
Okay, looking for.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
here we go. So the
Yep.
pinned one.
Yes, we do. What do you call the handout that we've got in there? We got a handout. Explains everything.
Which, thank you again for putting that in there. I think it was Petrie who did that.
Petrie wrote
Oh yeah, that's
the
a lot of
majority of
pins.
it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, it's yours, Lasagna. Okay.
It's important to read it if you haven't already.
All right.
It's
click
the
roll
good news
20 app.
is
I see that
Ugh.
pun that you wrote in there, you heathens. I see
Hold
it.
on, Hold on.
Good.
BRB while I fill out forms.
no problem. Take your time.
So is the first name, last name, like, is that the display name? Or is it like, I don't know.
Sorry.
Say that one more time.
For the Roll20, do you pick like a display name too, or does it just use like your first and last?
Oh no. You choose a your own username.
Wait, yeah, you write it in.
Yeah.
If you decide you need to change your display name at any point in time, like for example, I changed my name several times. You go to display name in the settings at the very top.
Okay, I think that'll fix that problem right there.
You know, he's
That
thinking when
should
you hear
fix
that
problem right
that
there.
tongue
it'll,
click.
it'll throw your username out there until you do that. So
All right.
All right.
I forgot that I
While
pushed
we
talk
are
on.
waiting, while Kestrel's getting set up, let's kind of recap what happened last time, shall we?
That booty.
Last time we bought things.
From a very perverted
Yeah,
general
Petrie
store.
got hit on hard.
Yeah, that was the thing.
I
He
think
likes
Leaf got hit
giant
on
women, and for
harder.
some reason has a slightly weird Asian accent,
I'm
but we
not
don't understand
giant.
what happened.
I am
I th-
human sized, thank you.
I think
You're
Leaf
giant
got
to
hit
him,
on
and that's
harder.
what counts.
Oh,
look,
fair
look,
enough, fair enough.
we're all glancing at the joke that matters here. That Leaf got hit on much harder than you did.
That's a very
Oh.
good point.
Indeed.
True.
Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. You're hitting on Leaf.
Aha.
Every one of you.
You're the one that threw the hammer.
You,
See,
yeah.
Liz,
I threw the.
Liz.
Hey, excuse me. I didn't throw the hammer. The blacksmith threw the hammer. Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind.
And who
I'm
plays
slow.
the blacksmith?
I'm
Liz?
slow. I'm slow. Never mind.
Wow.
Liz,
He's having an
Liz.
existential crisis. Don't pay any mind behind the man
Listen,
with the man not behind the
listen.
curtain.
DM
Realizes he's
breakdown.
everyone.
Listen, it's been a crazy day today. Okay, crazy busy. I
Hey.
have been like I couldn't even stream SCS today. I said fuck it at that point. I'm like I'm not even doing
Oh, wow.
anything. So yeah.
I said
I-
fuck it to today too.
Liz, my excuse
Uh-huh.
for hitting Leaf, Muzaka.
Okay, that's a fair excuse.
Yes, I don't need a better one.
That's breaking in OR. Sir, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to go to jail now.
Okay, so
Hey,
hang on.
I'll be right back.
Let me
Make
turn this
me.
down, 'cause holy cow, this is a little bit loud.
I am Muzaka. I will not be taken prisoner.
Yes,
Okay,
but
Fails
you're not
the
Muzaka
agility
now.
check, for example.
New life rule. Everybody's somebody different now. You can't
Okay.
hold old grudges.
I am
I know, I
Osaka.
can't.
Fails agility check.
okay.
Hey!
There we
We're
go.
probably
That
gonna
would just
want
screw me over.
I'm gonna play that now.
No. Vance fails the agility checks, not Muzaka.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Vance
No,
fails
Muzaka
the
just
agility
fails
check.
the intelligence checks.
No, Muzaka fails the reading checks.
I
I
just
fail anything that requires a brain.
That's not true. That is not
Okay.
true. That's not true. When it comes to battlefield tactics, Muzaka did not fail.
I didn't need to
fail.
make any.
Okay, that's fair. That's the point. That's the point.
Unless it has
Also,
to deal
And
with
that is
smashing
why
things.
we
Yeah,
all
you know.
lived in the final siege.
Yes,
because Muzaka didn't have to make an intelligence roll. Exactly.
exactly.
So I think I'm here.
Uh-oh.
I don't
No,
Are
not
you?
yet.
Not,
Not yet.
Not on the roll. but it
Almost.
says-
Almost.
what
I'm
do
a
I-
little
what do I
sad
have
that
to
that
do
was the
now?
English version of it,
Oh, I
but that
gotta
was still
click it.
okay.
There we go.
Okay.
I clicked
Uh-oh.
the thing.
Coming in. Oh, there's a Kestrel. I
We
approve
have
that
Bird.
picture, by the way.
Bird has landed.
I approve of the picture, by
That
the
is
way.
best picture
By the
ever.
way, there's
Ah,
Nox.
I
We
have
are
pictures
here.
disabled.
Everyone-
Get a screenshot.
First off,
It's
everyone
Sokka.
is here. I'm happy.
Yeah,
It's
5 minutes.
Sokka and his Fire Nation.
He is so upset.
Okay.
Same picture he
he's
has
a
in Discord.
Yep.
But it's bigger here.
All right. So let me give you access to a sheet here,
The
Kestrel.
left side of my screen is
Get my sheet
just
together.
names. It's just names.
Yeah.
All right. So
You can, if you go in settings, you can change that, set it so you can see the
Mhm.
picture.
No. I know. I changed it to names so I didn't have to deal with a massive wall of pictures on the left-hand side.
Yeah, you can
You
turn it
might
on
just
for a
size
quick second to
them.
look and then turn it back off. That's what I do.
all right,
I have
everybody.
mine on small.
Hang on. We need to get this moving along.
Ba-da-da.
We need to get this moving along. Now that Kestrel's here, now that Nox is here, timing is perfect.
Ding
So
dong, we're always
everybody
right.
got to shop. Everybody got to do their thing. Did we decide on where we were going? Did we decide we were going to head north to the caves, or did we decide to cast Mage Hand and use Middle Finger of Justice?
You know that
I
middle
don't
finger
think
of
we
justice.
decided. I don't think we decided to cast Fist yet.
We did not decide to cast Fist yet. Okay.
That
Not yet.
out of context sounds strange to me.
I will find you the picture. One moment. I will find it. for you.
No. No.
I will.
No.
I will.
No. PM it.
Can I see the picture?
If it's that bad, I don't want to see.
Are you
It's
talking?
okay. It's really good.
Are you talking
Oh,
about
you're
the
talking about Fist Mage?
The Fist Wizard.
Muscle Wizard.
He thought you were talking
Wizard
something
cat?
porn related.
Whoa.
Holy
No,
crap!
I was not.
No, no,
No,
no, no.
no. But then
It's
again,
an RPG chat. It's an
excuse me,
RPG chat.
excuse me,
Ah.
excuse me. With this group,
You wouldn't put
and
it past
blame me?
us. I mean, consider the booty that's already on the page.
Exactly. I.
Oh, but then someone did a dirty. Hey!
There it
Done.
is. He casts fist. That is Muzak in a nutshell, right there.
No. Muzaka did not only cast fist, he cast.
He casts
smash.
double. No, he casts double fist.
There you guys
Yes,
go.
that too.
There
Yes.
you guys go.
There it
He
is.
has ultimate smash.
There it is. No, actually, no. Hang on. The spell you were looking for, if you are
You're
casting
welcome.
fist, is called Bigby's Hand.
Yeah.
That is your fist spell.
I am a warlock. I have no access.
This fighting style has been in my family for generations.
Okay, there, Armstrong.
You silence yourself, good sir.
All right. So,
But we must
But
have a
he
flexing
really did
contest between
cast
him and the
fist.
blacksmith.
Fucking-
Must be done. Who broke that heart? You monster!
shall we begin? As we return
Yes.
to town and everybody's done their thing, where are we heading? Are we heading?
question.
May I
where-
place my token?
well, we won't. We're just putting it here temporarily until the party decides where they're going. That's
Fair
all.
point.
Okay.
Oh,
Start.
Kestrel, if you go to the top
Yes.
there, when you see journal, in the handout section, there's actually action economy. So if we end up in combat, that'll help that a little bit.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Speaking of
hold
which,
on.
should we set up the list now if we're doing any more social actions?
No, we're not doing that. Not for this session.
So we're still setting up how we're going to do the social queue.
No, we're not doing the social queue.
No.
No, we're not doing the social queue. So,
I have a
A shame.
yeah, I know we got a lot of people here today. So,
Okay, question.
uh-huh.
Is team
Okay.
like a team of 2 people, or is it like how big is a team?
2 people.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's a
'cause
partnership,
Soul Eater.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Dual
so
units.
You and Jack are partners. So basically, if one of you dies, so does the other. Don't die.
All right.
Yeah.
I won't die.
No pressure.
Question in Roll20 chat.
Question in Roll20 chat. What should I do about having no partner at this time? So you will actually control your partner for this session because I think Tamsin's not here today. So
This is correct.
yeah, so Arcana, you'll control both yourself and Tamsin. That was
Hey.
intentional.
You can
That's
keep
why
her
you
close
have
to you
both-
this time.
That's why you have both character sheets.
How
So
do you know my plans?
Where
for
Just
can
in
I
case.
find my the character sheet? I don't know
Go
if it's
at
handed.
the top on the right side. You'll see a little like newspaper-looking thing. Click on
Okay.
that, and you should see your character name.
Okay.
As-
I'm actually going to put you back in the character list for tonight since you are actually here tonight, or actually you're controlling the character sheet. So you'll be here, but we'll roll you a brand new character here for next week. We'll do that during the week.
Awesome.
I might recommend just staying in weapon form for right now, unless you have something
Yeah,
you want to
no,
do.
that's what I'll probably do.
All right, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna take a step back and let y'all do your thing here. Let y'all decide what you're gonna do.
All right. I suppose is everyone still at the general store?
Everybody, let's assume for DM bullshit purposes that everybody's back together after shopping.
Okay. So we'll move up here, and Rook is gonna call out and ask to the group, "Well, are we ready? We're I don't know. Hang on. Let me phrase this.
Think for a second. It's okay.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to phrase it right.
I do a handstand.
And he's gonna walk up to the group and say, "All right, fellows, we've got a job to do. Who's up to do it?"
Well,
I'll go.
everybody good and ready?
Yes.
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
I did that wrong.
All right. So I'm hearing a lot of yeses to go to the Goblin Cave. Is that what the plan is?
Are we walking
I mean,
there? Is that what we're doing right
Kajiro will
now?
simply say, "I'm in
I've
here to
already
help,
tried to
I'm
find
not
Card.
in for a reward."
We are
I mean,
walking.
some people are walking, some people are jaunting, some people are jogging, some people are running with great effort. Other people are casually
All the
walking, no fucks
enthusiasm
given.
in my run.
Actually,
Let's
I have a
go.
question. I have a question.
Yes.
Hey, Rook. Do we have transportation for this?
I already. Rook responds that he already tried to find any horse or buggy in the village, and it turned out that no one in this village would sell it.
well, I mean,
Oh.
we could take
Um,
turns carrying each other.
Actually, the DM would like to correct you on that.
The DM
It
said that
wasn't.
no one would sell any.
That's because none of them have any to sell.
There's nothing here.
I
No
asked just if anyone would sell one.
Interesting.
Well,
so,
keyword,
there's none
if
to-
anyone would. You didn't ask if they
Well-
had any at all. Indeed, it is a massive group.
I suppose
Yeah.
we're walking. How far is it?
Not too far. It's about, if I remember correctly, I stated it was a 2-day trek walking, so you would have plenty of time to get to and from there.
I'm not
You're in
questioning.
absolute.
I've
You've
heard
got
2
2 weeks.
originally.
Yeah, 2 weeks is the 2 weeks is the timetable to
Oh.
deal with the quest
Oh.
that you were given. 2 days is how long it's going to take you to get to the cave, or at least best estimate based off of the map and the directions and whatnot that you were given.
I have got
Oh.
so much food.
Same. I have more than you.
Hey, that
I
just
thought-
means that all of us are going to be able to pull from your
Yeah,
pool.
that's fine.
Suddenly,
Also-
suddenly, Marassi is the resident food smuggler and food dealer.
Well,
I mean,
I don't have food and shit
See,
because
there-
he never gave me any.
and wonder why no one else is buying rations, and now I feel really dumb.
See, what Marassi is doing is like you'll sing for your food and you'll like it.
I mean,
Rook is going
not that
to.
mean.
Oh,
I'm set
I'm gonna
for
force him
it.
The rest of the world is, but go ahead.
I'm gonna face him to pay me for any food I give them.
Rook is going to like ask around if anyone is familiar with wooded landscapes.
You're looking. You should probably look no further than me, honestly.
In that case, he's going to kind of push past. Who is this?
That's Jack.
That is me,
No,
Jack.
the one below you.
It's extra.
This one.
That is that no, that's
Henry
extra
Sparrow?
caliber.
Extra caliber. Okay.
Yeah,
he's
that's
just gonna
Henry
push
Sparrow.
past
Mhm.
Henry Sparrow over to the side of Jack and show him the map and show him where the cave is,
Dang.
like the better map, not the old map. Since
By
I
the way,
didn't get a
have
chance
you-
to show him.
Did you toss that map or have you kept that map?
I kept both.
Okay, very good.
So let me actually add that to make sure.
Oh, I'm annoyed. I lost one of the things I had. So for my list is missing that I have forest as favorite terrain.
Oh,
Pencils and notes, of course.
Okay, so I'm basically going to ask
got you.
Jack how, like, with the better map, it's not professional cartographer, but how can we get to this cave without being seen?
Can I roll insight or something with this?
You can roll. I would. No, not insight. That's not the thing you want to roll. I'd like an intelligence check, if you would, please.
Oh, so just straight intelligence.
Straight intelligence.
Wow.
That's not gonna do it.
What in the hell? I am retarded today. I look at the map and I'm still like getting rid of some like dust from my eye or something, not really paying attention. I don't know.
Serenity,
May
to
I make
answer
that
your
same
question,
check?
hang on just a second. Serenity, to answer your question, your base is 10 minus your dexterity modifier. So if your
Okay, yes,
if your
that's
dexterity
correct.
modifier is -1, then yes, it would be 9, and then you add your
Okay,
armor
Cool.
to it. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
so
broken.
I didn't know that.
yeah. So,
I read the armor class stuff wrong then.
yeah.
Okay,
so we'll
I have...
we'll sort
Yeah.
that out here in a minute. That's okay.
Okay.
My armor class is
Um,
27.
If any, you what?
I'm not joking.
Can't be 7.
Do you add or
27.
minus?
No,
Wait, whoa.
no, no, you are not god tier. No.
Yeah, no.
I don't think
So I
so.
did read
No,
it right.
that was
Thank you.
no,
What
that
armor does
was
he have?
that was last RPG. Thank you. You do not have that plot armor this RPG. No, 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 no.
I have
Oh,
Holy
what
cow, he
armor
really
are you
did put in there 27. How did he do that? I'll
You
fix that
said
problem.
10 plus dexterity modifier plus armor, right?
Okay,
Only,
so
hang on, it depends on what armor you have.
okay, first off, Leaf, what is
That's
your armor?
important. There we go.
Chainmail.
Chain
Yeah, no.
mail, not chain shirt, but chain mail, correct?
Yes.
That's an important distinction. Okay, so it's your armor class should be this.
Ah, that's much better.
Yeah, you do not have plot armor.
Plus shield.
So dexterity only works on light
That makes
and
much
some
sense.
medium armors. Heavy armors is exempt from the dexterity modifier.
It just gives
Correct.
you a flat
Eh,
modifier
well,
or flat armor class.
That's not true, because if you have a negative modifier, you still eat the negative.
Oh, hey, can I?
True. It's not.
Wait, on
It's not
dex?
affected
On
by.
heavy armor.
This is Jack. I want to make.
Depends on feats you get.
What?
This is Jack. I wanna-
You can actually. I do believe there's a feat where you can actually add that dex bonus if you have heavy armor.
It's actually, there's a feat for medium armor where you can bump it up to +3.
Mhm.
+3
Really? I
max.
thought there was also one for like heavy armor as well.
Heavy
it's only
armor,
for
I
medium.
think, reduces your damage from
Hang
3
on, I'm
different
getting the book.
types.
Right.
I'm getting the book.
I've got the book right here.
Okay, good.
Look,
Also,
look.
Jack
You
had
read the
question.
rule book.
No, I was gonna make something like a counter argument. Look, I'm not gonna know how we're gonna be hidden until we're in the forest. So I'm gonna just make that BS argument essentially.
Okay.
Yeah,
can I
heavy
make-
armor master is the one. Heavy armor master indeed only reduces damage. Although I personally, I'd much rather have the reduction in damage. Personally, reduces your piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing damage by 3 from non-magical sources.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And with medium armor, it is exactly as I said. It's the medium armor mastery, which gives you a +3 modifier as opposed to a +2 for maximum, and you do not get disadvantage on stealth checks for specific armors. So
Yes, yeah, I'm sorry to really add something worse to this already kind of delayed thing, but something's wrong with my list where I can't alter it. Or at least I made a mistake and I'm trying to delete it and it won't let me.
all right, Jack, hang on just a second. That's okay. We're gonna sort this out. What are you
Once
trying
you're
to
done,
delete?
I accidentally did other resource, or I don't know what I did exactly. I meant to delete it or add something in
Where are you though? In your sheet. I don't see where you are in your sheet.
core. And oh no, it's not there. Never mind. I guess I was just me being an idiot.
Hallucinations, man.
It
It
could,
Okay, it's okay. It's all
happens.
good.
it could be lagged.
It's possible there too. Roll20 is known to do that.
After you're finished with that, may I make the same check Jack made?
This is for Nara.
Yes. For Rook.
Rook,
It's
you got
the
it.
intelligence check on the map considering background.
Wait. Say that one more time. What are you checking?
The trying to get to the caves unseen, or
I
trying to
won't be
find
able
a
to
way
say
that
it, but
we
I can
would-
type it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
said
I was
9
trying
was
to
not
wait for a
good.
pause.
That
It's
9
not
was not
happening.
good.
No. If Rook can make the same check considering his background.
Let me think about that for a second.
Yeah. Finish with Jack
Um,
and have your thing.
Wait, I have a question. I should get a bonus because my favorite terrain is forest. I should have a bonus. I shouldn't just have to roll flat intelligence for an area, or at least a terrain I've lived in most of my life.
But it's on a map, not forest.
Let me no. Let me think about it. Let me take care of Rook's thing first. Rook, I won't give you for being there unseen. I will give you a different type of roll, though. You can roll intelligence as well. By the way, your flail is broken. I don't know why. I'm gonna
I don't
fix
know
that in a
either.
minute.
If
I
you
will
could,
fix.
please.
I will fix that. The problem here is you didn't even put your damage in there. What's your damage for flail? 1d6.
I didn't even really put the flail in
That's
there. If I
why.
recall correctly.
That's the problem.
Hang on, I'm going to.
I see
weapons.
the
It should be
problem.
1d6.
Yeah, that's the problem. 1d6
Yeah.
bludgeoning.
1 second, making sure I'm getting down there. 1d8 bludgeoning.
1d8 bludgeoning.
So many people. We have like 13 people right
You
now.
got it. Give me a sec. I'll fix that up for you.
Let me do a head count.
And yeah, I didn't really put it in there, so I was trying to mess with it. That's why I made that accidental flail roll the other day.
There you go. All fixed.
13 people.
And
You're
Oh
most
my
welcome.
god. We're actually
check
one
that
person
you were going to
short.
have
So
for-
grand total is 14 people are
Your
playing
silver
this
piece, gold
usually.
pieces are wrong, by the way.
Is it?
Why do you have 52
So we
and
broke it
54
into
silver and
7
copper?
with
What's
teams
going
of
on
2.
there?
I sold a ton of crap.
Oh, okay. Okay, you did the selling thing.
Like
okay.
a ton of crap.
Okay. You're good. You're good. Here, I'm gonna do something for you here. 4. That's 5. That's
I
7.
actually like it the way that it is.
7.
Okay.
5. 18. The reason why is because weight.
Well, that's
Because you bulk sold, I'll give it to you like that. Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna
check.
get out of your sheet now. Oh, the armor. What's your armor? Chainmail. So you should be 6. Chainmail, not chain shirt. That is
Plus
incorrect.
shield.
Plus
Oh,
shield, then
chainmail.
it's correct. Then
Yeah,
it's correct. Plus shield is correct, so it's 18. Yeah, you're correct.
There we go.
Okay.
And the check that I can make on
So, okay, so
Breaking
not
everything.
forgetting there, and yes, Marossi, give me just a minute. Rook asked first. Rook, not forgetting they're unseen, but if you want to make an intelligence check for other things involving that map, you can.
Such as where they might have a patrol or post sentries?
Such as you think you might be able to cut down on time getting there if maybe you make a certain roll.
I'll take it.
Oh god, please don't flub it.
And for Jack, you can also make your roll on advantage. Hello, Rook.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Nat 20.
Yay, we can get there in one day.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Okay,
kidding.
so
Darn.
Jack, give me a new roll if you would, with advantage with that intelligence check.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I will BRB. I'm grabbing food.
Wow. God.
Good news. You needed a 13. You passed.
Yeah, we win.
You needed that advantage, but hey, as long as you get it. So the two of you study the map for a short time, and Rook, you kind of look over the map, and you're like, you know what? Something's not right here. And you look at the other map, and you look at the one map, you look at the other map. It's like, huh? This map that I thought was better was missing something. And you kind of put the two maps together, kind of side by side. It's like, this map is missing this road. We could actually cut through, save ourselves half a day. Jack, you also
This,
look,
ladies and gentlemen, why you get maps.
and Jack, you look at that and you go, no, they'll see us coming a mile away, coming that way. You say, no, you need to go this way. You need to take a western approach. If you take the western approach, we might be able to get there, if not unseen, kind of go west, kind of a loop around. If you do that, you're gonna have your best chance of being unseen. Furthermore, if you do take that route, it'll take you an extra half day, but it is definitely a potentially safer route.
Yay for safety.
It's basically
Do you want to take the absolute direct route? Save yourself half a day? Do you want to take the expected route, which will take the normal amount of time, the 2 days, or do you want to take the safe route, which will add a half day?
I say we vote on this. Maybe we should start left to right, unless everyone's list is different on their screen.
Hey guys, we should split the party, right?
No.
Absolutely.
I take a vote. Take a vote on splitting the party.
Yeah, it'll save time that way.
Straw poll. Freaking straw poll it.
It'll save the number of turns we have to make. Just in chat, in OOC, put your vote. Short road or long.
I'll let y'all sort that out. No, you can say this in character. This is all in character. Yeah, this is all in character.
Count it if we write it in.
Yeah, this is all in character, so y'all aren't talking as players, y'all are talking as characters, so go ahead. Oh boy, here we go.
And also there are references to the previous campaign, also in character.
So the longer road's more stealthy, and the shorter road's gonna get us.
It's definitely an engagement.
I see what you did there, Magnus.
I'm glad my joke.
Someone's an all-star.
God damn it.
Yes.
God damn it.
By the way, is it normal for me to be carrying 92 pounds of stuff?
No, yeah, you're not the only one. I'm just gonna say you're not the one with the most.
Oh,
back mutant.
92 pounds. How
Yeah, about
nice. Looks over at him with holding 115.
Jesus.
I have one.
And you know,
already.
I sold armor.
I have chainmail.
I am wearing chainmail.
I do too.
Chainmail is heavy armor, right?
Yes.
So I would like to remind everybody that the previous day is the day that you got the quest. So it's actually 13 days until the end of the quest. So FYI.
All right, everybody. Remember, we're going for what, 4.5 days. Oh shoot, we have to consider the 4 days coming back. So
We can take the
Yeah,
short
really
road coming
think about
back.
that
No one's
now.
going to see us. We don't need to worry about anyone seeing us coming back.
yeah, that's a good point actually.
Stealth there, so we don't get engaged upon. Then we take a short road back, and then we're good.
Yeah.
Once the threat's dealt with, there's no reason to be stealthy. And Rook will nod to Magnus with that, and and say that no plan survives first contact with the enemy. But having the advantage of stealth over our enemy means that we'd be able to catch them unawares, most likely. They may have better sentries than we're assuming.
Yeah. Plus, I know the forest like the back of my hand. I basically know this forest. You won't get lost with me. Or I should say, I know
Getting
trees.
hype for now.
I know true tree
Serenity.
Tree hugger.
Hang on, Serenity. You don't need to be whispering me those things. If you have a shield, you add 2 to your armor class automatically.
Yeah, but I have the spell
I've
for some
heard.
reason.
That
Earbud
wasn't me
has a
then.
question in chat.
I shouldn't have that, and I
All
didn't
right.
add it.
It looks like Long Road seems to get the majority at this moment.
Your bet is a question.
I just saw the question. Previous notes. I'll allow it. Roll. What are we? What are we asking for? Why are we asking this for? I need some sentries were mentioned. Oh, okay. You're trying to figure out if there would be sentries or anything like that. Roll. Let's roll survival on that then. Let's roll survival.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah, goblins aren't smart. They're not really the types of things that would post sentries far out. They would be more likely to post sentries close in. Like, say, near their cave. If the information is correct, then they would most likely have maybe some goblins staying guard outside, but they wouldn't be like far out from where they're at. So you get the feeling that all this talk about going the long way is kind of moot.
I believe that was just Ivoro that figures this out.
Correct. Now I
Okay.
think she's sharing that information with everybody.
It's up to her if she wants to share it, though. Gotta
Yes,
be
it
clear.
is.
Gotta be very clear.
Yeah. You do. Yeah, you can save yourself the typing and say, yes, I share, and then it's like, okay, yeah, there you go. Perfect. That's perfectly fine. It's no common knowledge.
I think she doesn't feel like up to talking, so typing's fine.
I think roommate is the issue.
Yeah.
Yep.
Push to talk helps.
Yes. Right. So, again, I'm letting y'all do your thing. Figure out what you want to do.
Okay, so the idea is going the long road may not pay out to having much difference other than maybe we're getting there without them noticing. Maybe we can get a little closer. And even then, we're not sure. But if we go the other way, there's a pretty good chance we could also get spotted from a distance. From any
Do we
form.
need to take a road?
Are you suggesting being lost in the woods?
You can't get lost with me. It's actually part of my thing. You cannot get lost in the woods with me.
Actually,
You
that
forget
route,
that half of us are airheads. I'm joking.
That route that Rook found actually partially deals with going through the forest.
All right.
Basically, he put two and two together with Jack to figure that one out.
So short road
Okay.
goes through woods.
Through
Actually,
the woods, there's a section that would get you through there pretty quick.
I need to check
Over
something
the
here.
river and
I need
through the
that
woods.
book. Lasagna, can you check out something about the favored terrain for a ranger? There's something about being able to move quicker in the terrain.
But that would only be you, not the party.
If they're traveling with me, I remember something about the group I'm traveling.
At higher levels, possibly.
Let me. Is this a ranger perk?
Yes, it's
Natural
it's part of.
explorer.
Yeah. That's
You are
it.
particularly familiar with one type of natural environment and are adept at traveling and surviving in such regions. Choose one type of favored terrain: Arctic coast, desert, forest, grassland, mountain, desert, etc. Make an intelligence or wisdom check related to your favorite terrain. Your proficiency bonus is doubled if you are using a skill that you're proficient in. The traveling for an hour or more in your favorite terrain, you gain the following benefits. Difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel. Your group cannot become lost except by magical means. When you are engaged in another activity while traveling, such as foraging, navigating, or tracking, you remain alert to danger. If you're traveling alone, you can move stealthily at a normal pace. When you forage, you find twice as much food as you normally would. While tracking other creatures, you also learn their exact number, their size, and how long ago they passed through this area.
Jeez.
And
It would not be difficult. So to define it, the route that you're looking at would not be difficult. Would not be considered difficult terrain, just a forested area.
Yeah, okay. So good to know. I was wrong on that, but thank you.
Yeah. If it was difficult terrain, then you would be able to move through there fine. But it would not be for your party.
Why am I everybody robot-y?
The group I'm moving with instead.
I don't understand why
Yeah.
they're all robot-y.
Oh, does it group? Okay.
Group right there.
Either way, it doesn't matter. It's not difficult terrain.
Okay.
You're
So,
right.
yeah, it doesn't increase your speed. It just prevents you from losing speed. Is all.
All right. With the new information in mind, what does everyone say? Going the short road or the long road?
Short road.
Let's hear this for short road, okay? If short road, write it in or say it.
Short.
I'd say if we're taking short, stay on our guard.
You know
Well,
what?
I mean,
we can take
you're
short.
going through woods. You're going to be on your guard regardless.
Yeah, apparently with me, I'm
Even more so. On guard. Weapons ready.
We're all like short.
I was a little paranoid.
Yeah, I think we can go short if we can expect it. Although, yeah. Although I will say, maps are these groups yours.
Eventually, we'll fall in love with Smiles for this one.
This is why you buy maps. This is why you get maps.
That's not what he's talking about. It's okay.
I know that joke.
Some of you get it. Some of you will. In due time.
It's going over my head.
I could probably. I mean, I'll find a link. Hang on.
Maybe when I get a 15 in my intelligence, I'll figure it out.
This also calls for Rick and Morty's fake doors.
Yes.
Oh, they've been
Yes.
had the map open looking at it.
Anyway,
Arcana.
go ahead.
It's a joke. Problem solved.
It's a joke within a joke.
God damn.
Damn
Alright.
you and your jokeceptions.
I still thought they should have banished them to the dimension of endless doors, but you know,
God damn it.
that would have been better. Although technically they did banish Grog to that, so there you go.
Alright, on we go.
Okay, so we're
Okay,
gonna
anyway.
take short, but if I might say, can I lead ahead? And by that, I mean like being aware when we start getting close to the goblin settlement, so I can say, okay, everyone, time to stealth mode, I guess.
With your
Scout
roll
out.
No,
from
I'm
earlier,
talking to listen to you.
so with your roll from earlier, you could do that. Yes.
Rook will make the note that if we are going the shorter route, there's much more chance that we could be spotted and or engaged upon. They may be coming down to do another raid. They may be coming back from a different raid. And
By
so
the way-
it would be for the best of everyone to have weapons out on the way.
Cheshire, was that OOC or was that in character?
The Burns map problem solved.
Yeah.
That's OOC when I'm in character. I'll typically be writing like the.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
just
she
making
can't speak.
sure.
I put OOC in front of that.
Yeah, just make sure you do just in case.
Every time, please.
Better
Or
get
else
label
swap
your
to a different name.
All right, everybody, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go ahead and. Okay, someone came back.
Yeah, I had to. Everybody kept going in and out row-body, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now?
I'm Optimus Prime secretly.
Oh no, especially lasagna. I don't understand. So I was like, okay, that's just me because nobody's saying anything about it, so it's just my end.
He's Megatron.
Alright, it's fixed now, I think. Okay, we're good.
All right,
I wrote it in the chat too to
so-
make sure.
All right, so everyone is pretty much okay. So is everyone in agreement? Short road, considering we don't have all the time in the world.
Short road, but
I agree with that. Yeah.
I feel we're being led into a trap by this, but you know, whatever, let's go. Balls to the wall.
I mean, we all had the vote, and I'm going to keep on the. I'll probably try to keep on the guard, considering my background, but just in case everyone else do so, because I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna get murked.
Ooh, buddy boy.
Oh boy.
All right.
Right, so it
So
looks
what are we
like
doing?
I think we're doing short road.
Short road?
Yeah.
Short road?
But is anyone in agreement with weapons?
I would say so. I'm definitely.
I'm not
definitely-
caring.
It seems fair.
All right. So we're definitively doing the short road. Is that the plan? That's what we're doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Short road it is. 1.5 days passed on the journey. Okay, so it'll be we'll call it, since you left in the morning, we'll call it evening when you like still sunlight. It's like sunset. We'll call it that. We'll call it sunset when you arrive. So
We're facing north, correct?
well, hang on. Let's go on the road, shall we? I think we need a change in music. What do you say?
Uh-oh.
God damn it.
Ambush.
No.
God damn it.
But
No.
that voice
No.
tells me
Gotta do
otherwise.
the thing.
No. Shh. No, we're gonna have a nice little journey.
Aw.
Here it comes.
No. This is nice.
I know
DM.
what's coming.
Shady
Not
Mark.
what I expected.
Not what you expected. Listen, I can be nice.
No
define
DM is ever
nice.
nice. No DM is ever truly nice. There's always an
That's
evil
a very
side.
good point.
I didn't claim that I didn't have an evil side. I said I can be nice. I'm being nice
Can.
right now.
Liz,
So let me be
define
nice. Well, I'm defining it if people would let me define nice.
Okay.
So you decide to take the short route and you move along the path and you're heading north, directly north, as if you were heading to the next town, and you and your large group, very clearly being led right now by Jack, who is scouting ahead for you guys. You're moving at a pretty brisk pace on foot. Making good time and whatnot, seeing several passers-by, a couple of them with carts and whatnot, back and forth. I mean, it looks like travel is pretty decent on this road. Is there anything you'd like to do while you're on this road?
Wait, for
I
the
would
carts.
Yeah, there's carts with, like, just say travelers and whatnot. Not many of them. I
Anyone-
would say maybe, like, say you spot like 3 or 4 along the way. At least for right now, it's not heavily populated road, but it's like it's a decently
There.
well-used road. I'll put it that way.
Liz, is any of them heading in the direction we're going?
No, actually, the opposite. They're heading into town. For the
Darn.
Yeah.
None of them going through town.
Actually, roll perception.
Okay, we'll do. $17. That'll work. You see just off in the distance, so we're actually not calling it sunset right now. This is about midday. So off in the distance, you actually see what you think might be someone like a cart or something like that up ahead. There may be about a half mile ahead of you, half mile to a mile ahead of you. They're moving a little bit faster than you, but you think that you could catch up to them if you run. And it wouldn't take you out of your path. It wouldn't take you away from your path if you were able to catch up to them. Let's do it. Marigold.
You want to do that? You want to catch up
Marigold,
to
do we
them?
want to hitchhike? Do we want to hitchhike?
How much time would that save us?
You always ask me when I'm typing.
This is a car.
Well, I don't. This is not like that sort of cart. It's more like a stagecoach type of cart, I guess is the way to put it. More like a
It's going
stagecoach.
the right direction for us.
It's going in the same direction you're heading right now.
How large?
Not very. Maybe one of those like personal, like a stagecoach that maybe can hold like maybe 3-4 people.
Got it.
It wouldn't fit the whole party. It's very clear it wouldn't fit the whole party.
Not worth it then.
How opulent? Or do I have to make a
Not at
perception
all.
check on that?
Not.
What-
Actually,
what
you
do we
would.
need to
Yeah.
roll to catch
You
up?
would have to make a perception check on that if that's what you're asking.
I'm
Yeah,
just
'cause
like
I'm
trying to
the
see
only
if it's got
one
any
who knows
kind of
Kojiro,
money.
Kojiro, you can't tell. Actually, none of you can tell at this distance.
Okay.
I take that back. Not a possible roll right now.
What do we need to roll to catch up to them?
Athletics.
Let's go.
Oh dear, I better not run though. I'm carrying somebody.
Okay. That's okay. Athletics from Kojiro. Kojiro will pass athletics. That'll work. So you bust out into a full sprint ahead of the party. You just kind of look at Jack and you're like, hey, look, gotta go fast. Just run right by him. It's like I don't need no scout.
Faster.
Pretty much. And Jack gives you kind of that bewildered look. Is like, the hell is he doing? Who does he think he is?
You are correct, sir.
And so, with full disregard for the rest of the party,
As usual.
sniped out by archers later. Just kidding.
Oh, come on, bring it, bring it,
Snipers
bring
in
it.
the forest. No.
Careful what you wish for.
I'll be so mad with you, Mao.
No, there's no snipers in the forest. But
Yeah,
you do
no.
catch up to the cart.
I disagree with that last statement and find it offensive.
See, I know he would do that to me under right circumstances. These are not the circumstances.
Listen, I'm being nice to him right now, okay?
Because he knows
I
I'll
know.
suffer the worst.
I'm scared.
So you catch up to the cart, and it's a pretty plain-looking cart. It's not anything like it's not like anything that a aristocrat would be doing. Maybe like just a small, not so much a poor family, but definitely somebody who has enough money to travel like this. So they're not terrible, but they're not
Middle
well
class.
off either. They're middle class is about a fair way to put it.
So moderate
They're
trades.
just making a living. Don't any of you fuckers steal from them. I'll be mad at you.
By the way, you're the only one there right now since you're the only one who made the athletics
Okay.
check.
So,
Go on.
I actually had a good idea for this, and I'm trying to catch up to the driver and ask if he knows more about the surrounding area, like anything I might want to know.
He says, "Not really. I mean, we're just traveling. We're trying to head north towards the capital."
Really?
An army of 14 people walk up on him.
Are they still moving while this
Scribbles
engaged
notes
is happening?
furiously. I'm sorry.
Are they still moving while this engaged?
Oh yeah, they're still moving. Oh yeah,
Got
they're
it.
still moving. They're not stopping.
The only one that's within ear distance of them is Kojiro. The rest of us are basically tagging along.
It's called
Yeah.
Sonic the
You're-
Hedgehog.
none
I'm
of
easily
you can hear this.
pace.
None of you can hear this right now. Cheshire, let me know what you're trying to do here, if you would.
So please-
Proceed. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Simply swap places with Marigold. That's it. Nothing special.
Yeah, sure. Roll acrobatics.
Cool. This is gonna be fun.
Fails.
Oh boy, what are you two doing?
You try to pull some fancy shit and handstand and whatnot as you try to turn into weapon form.
That wasn't what I was doing.
What are you trying to do? Then
I'm
explain it.
carrying him currently, so he's trying to swap spots and carry Marigold instead. I don't think he
Oh.
made that.
You
Wait,
try to
what?
come out of weapon form, and you
Oh
try
no,
to do
no,
a
he's
barrel
full
roll
person
in
right
midair.
now.
Marigold isn't my partner. I'm fully humanoid.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
then
carrying
what
him
the hell
as
are
a
you trying to
human.
do? You're carrying
I'm
him
trying
as
to
a...
literally swap spots with Marigold and carry her instead. There isn't
Yeah,
much to
I'm
that.
carrying him around bridal style right now.
You try. Okay, I see what you're trying to do. Out there. Okay. You basically try to come off of Marigold's arms. You try to do a. You try to. You drop down. You try to do a one-handed flip. Basically, try to flip over the back of Marigold. Trying to put one hand on her shoulder. Try to just be like, "Hey, babe, what's up?" And then your hand slips off her shoulder, and you basically fall flat on your back.
Love it.
You take 2 damage, by the way.
Fuck.
Yeah. Anyway.
Smooth move there. So.
So
Oh, by the way, hang on. I also need another roll here. Marigold, if you would please roll acrobatics for the smooth moves of Cheshire, if you would please.
Oh dear, because I had to counter
Yeah.
to make sure they don't knock me over.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh,
Is
you're better of
is that a
acrobatics or athletics.
save or
You're
just
better
acrobatics?
of acrobatics or athletics, either one, whichever one you want.
Okay, acrobatics.
I'll take either one from you.
That roll?
That
I
roll's
fucked
fine. By the way, as Cheshire plants his hand on yours, the entire reason why he slipped is that Cheshire pushed too strongly on you and shoved you down as well. All you do though is fall down on your backside. You don't take any damage for that though.
Yeah. Also,
But you're
Cheshire is girl.
Okay, Cheshire's female. Okay.
Yeah. So you see what's happening now.
Why are we all hitting on each other?
Yeah, hey, that's actually Marigold's character. Okay. So back to
Anyway,
what I'm
keep
planning
going,
and
Mal.
scheming.
What are you doing?
So I'm just asking to see if he comes down this path often or not. Really?
He says, no, this is the first time I've ever come down this path. I mean, we're kind of just moving.
Really? Same here.
Really? Where are you going?
Yeah, I know, helping out of town, killing some goblins.
He said, there's goblins on this road?
Apparently. I had to be careful.
Huh? Well, thanks for the tip, traveler.
Ain't no problem.
And they just keep going on their way.
Alright, I stopped my jog. Sad that I didn't get anything I wanted.
You got a nice morning jog. That's
Hey,
what you
hey,
wanted in a
leg day,
nutshell.
man, leg day.
Anything else that we're going to be doing on this road, or are we continuing on?
Can I make a perception check just to see if anything's moving in the trees? Just like anything that
Sure.
would stand out.
Sure, you would roll regular, please.
Regular? Just regular perception or not passive?
Regular perception, please.
Get it?
No, seems it seems like everything is just like a normal day on the road again. So nothing really to worry about. Nothing that you can see, nothing you can sense.
You stand on a flat plane. All of your allies look like thin paper-like.
You do also see Cheshire and Cheshire basically trying to be smooth moves with Marigold.
Oh, I've already
didn't quite work out. Yeah.
Question:
Okay.
Do I notice that happened when I regrouped?
No.
with everyone?
We would have to roll perception for that at that distance.
I will.
You roll at that distance. You roll disadvantage.
Suddenly
jeez.
becomes blind.
Rolls disadvantage.
He forgot to not blink.
The sun was in his eyes.
You definitely see somebody out there trying to do flips and whatnot and failing miserably at it. You don't know who. You just know that somebody did, and 2 people got knocked down as a result.
Flips for days.
More like failed flips.
It's okay, I failed too.
Anything else on this road?
I'm good.
That's about it.
All right. Oh, I've rolled typing.
Earbuds pulling something.
Yep. I'll wait.
Foraging.
Foraging. That's a good
I've
question.
got rations.
We've got more than enough rations.
Marasi does have rations for days.
Between the 2 of us, we have about a month's worth or more.
Yeah.
But
Might have got
medicine-
overboard.
For everyone or
roll-
just you 2?
If you decide to check for medicinal herbs or something like that, forage a ration. If you decide to search for medicinal herbs, I will demand that you take 1 hour to do so. If you choose to, you'll roll survival.
Can I roll perception? Not just to keep oversight, but basically
Keeping guard?
Not just that. I also want to check if goblins would have been nearby this road at any point in time.
That would be an investigation check.
Okay then.
Before anyone does their rolls, can
wait,
I...
hang on. Stop. Earbud, you can if you want to, but like I said, if you decide to do it, it'll take you an hour. To anybody who wanted to, whoever wanted to make the check for goblins or whatnot. By the way, if you do it, you're going to stall the entire party an hour. FYI.
Here's the thing I was going to say. It takes us a day and a half to get there, right?
Yeah, I said that you'll reasonably arrive around sunset.
How about we
So
make
if
camp
you decide to go straight there with a camp for an overnight and then go straight there, but you take the extra hour, it will be nighttime when you arrive.
Realistically, like, Rook is going to be saying this in character. Realistically, arriving at night gives us the best chance of advantage against them, as well as the fact that we'll most likely be fighting inside the caves. Fighting at night would honestly be neither here nor there.
But do goblins see well better at night? That's the better question.
It doesn't matter. I have a way to make them visible to us.
It doesn't matter if we can see them. Can they see us first?
Dark vision.
Now that you mention it.
Some people have dark vision. I'm guessing they have a gnome or 2.
I am a half elf.
Half elf.
Full elf.
Which is also
Ignores
going
the
to have
fact
dark
that
vision.
Goblins could probably see better at night. Cough.
I am also a half elf.
Depends on the
so I
species.
also have dark vision.
Half the party has dark vision.
So it doesn't really matter. We'd be fine.
Just saying. Lost advantage if they have dark vision too.
Then we're all on the same even ground.
There we go.
All right. So are you
I don't know how
are you
goblins work in
actually
D&D,
going
so.
to delay the party at this point? What's the plan?
I'm saying
it's up to you, Earbud.
You may have to type to her because she's saying her internet's taking a crap, so she's not able to hear you properly. So please
Earbud,
relay.
Basically, what we're saying right now is we're debating whether or not to set up camp for the night. Well, not for the night, but for about an hour, and then arrive at night. So, if we want to do that, it would have to be a vote of the party to set up camp, and then everyone can do what roles they want.
Okay, we have her vote.
I would say set up camp because technically we would be fighting on even ground at night, and we wouldn't be dazzled by going into the cave.
Real quick, this information is for Jack and for Rook because each of you made rolls on the map. This is only for the two of you. If you want to share it with the party, you can. Actually, this would be for Rook only since actually, no, it would be for both of you since you both know about what Earbud's looking to do here. So, for both of you, you realize that if you decide to set up camp at night, you would be in the forest, not too deep into the forest, but you'd be, like, say, maybe not in the forest, but maybe about a half mile to a mile into the forest about when night falls. FYI.
And the terrain would still be average?
It would not be difficult terrain, no. It would be just forested area, not heavily forested, but forested enough to where it would be favorite terrain for Jack.
Might be favorite terrain for something nasty too.
That is true.
If it's nearby, I'll be able to tell.
Kojiro, investigation.
All right. Public
you
or
roll
not?
an advantage with that.
Ooh, yay.
Also, we're still voting for the camp?
Yeah, this has nothing to do with what you're doing with the camp.
Yeah, I'm letting the rest of the party know.
All right.
I'll send it to you via Whisper so you guys can keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good question. I have no problem taking a moment for camp. I love the forest. I don't mind taking a break in it. But are we just sure we want to delay this any further? We did take this little parts of this road for a reason.
To save time and
To save time, but there's no reason to rush into the fight when we can get any edge possible. We can find out the routes the goblins usually take, leaving their cave if they go this way. And we can find out a way to possibly skirt around it. Or be able to keep our eyes open a little bit better, because we know this is the path they usually take.
Actually, we don't know that because I haven't seen that they have been. And from what the wagon individuals were inciting, there doesn't seem to be many goblins going this way, at least.
If we stay, you might be able to find out. Not to mention, Ivoro might be able to find medicine, or medicinal herbs. And we can get a rest after our walk.
Are we making camp here?
We're voting on it.
Kojiro will put his input that if we camp here, we're not in risk of a goblin attack.
Doesn't
That's
seem...
exactly when they would strike.
As far as we know, we're not in danger of one.
Alright. I'll put my input that I am saying we should probably take just a little time. We can gather supplies. We are going to go for basically a raid, so it's worth taking the extra time to prepare. If nothing else, for last moment.
Okay,
that's 1,
so
2, 3 votes for camp.
Okay.
I'm not against
Actually, 4
camp.
votes for camp.
Make that 5.
All camp.
The party thinks best. Might as well camp.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like the majority of the party has now stated camp.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. If we're gonna do the camp, can I do a
Not gonna
preliminary? Can I do like the perception that acts like an Overwatch essentially?
So you can make your roll, Earbud. You can make your roll. Anybody who was looking to make the rolls, if camp was going to be made, can make their rolls. Ivoro, you go out into. So we're going to move this along now to the spots. So give me just a second. Let's shift this over.
Oh wait. What is it?
Jack, hold off. Jack, hold off. Just make your roll. Ivoro, I'm going to pay off your roll first. Jack, you roll with advantage. Ivoro, you go out into the... What?
Sorry, continue.
Okay.
Out of character.
Okay. Ivoro, you go into the forest and you look for some various... you look for some various herbs or whatnot. You do see some. You do actually see some herbs out there that match the description of what you're looking for. Not a whole lot of them, but you feel like maybe you found enough herbs. Maybe you could make one potion with them if you had the material, if you had the ability to do so. You could probably make one potion with them. Jack, what are we looking for with that perception roll?
As I wrote in, it's basically just Overwatch, just making sure we're not gonna get snuck up on. Essentially, I'm basically climbing up on a tree and just keeping an eye out for animals, beasts. I'm basically gonna just do my job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jack, let me pay off your roll in just a second. Earbud, do you have a mortar and pestle on you?
She is typing. She has
hands.
She has hands. She has
Gotta
hands?
catch
No.
these hands.
The answer is no, you cannot make that roll.
You
You
have to
need
have
the
mortar and
proper
pestle.
materials.
Yeah.
You need mortar and pestle, and of course you also need some sort of a container to hold the potion as well. So you need a couple of things in order to do so. So it's a roll you cannot make at this time, but you can pocket the herbs. Call it 1 pound of 1 pound of healing potion herbs.
Medicinal herbs.
Yeah, medicinal herbs. That'll work. We'll call it for that for right now. Crumble some pockets herbs.
Wait. So if
No.
you're doing
No. You stop
Hey.
looking down at the grass, okay? You need
Madly
eyes
got
up
to do
here.
God damn it.
Sorry, I'm in a tree.
That came
Other
back.
green things to look at.
That's gonna haunt
Wow.
the rest of my time with
medicinal.
1 pound of science also works. Jack, to answer your question, you are watching for goblins and whatnot. There's no sign of any goblins anywhere. I mean, it's looking pretty
Why did you
clear.
put
I mean,
poker?
in fact,
Should say
furthermore, nobody's really
cards.
taking this path, so
Whatever.
it's looking pretty clear.
Interesting.
Also, if you're foraging, what the fuck do you do for that?
You do, however, I mean, you do see far enough to where you can kind of see the main road. You have enough visibility for that. You see some
Here, I'll do this
travelers kind of heading each way. I mean, it's about sunset, early evening type of thing, so you can still see a little bit. You'll see some people with some lanterns and whatnot passing by and whatnot. I mean, there's like carts or whatnot. Not many, maybe 2 or 3.
Whatever.
Beyond that, you do see a one thing that does catch your eye though is a fairly large group, or at least larger than you would expect. About somewhere between 4 to 8, 5 to 8. We'll call it between 5 to 8 people walking together. They kind of look like adventurers from themselves. Kind of at first glance, you can't gather any more information off of them though at your distance. They kind of look like maybe adventurers, soldiers, something along those lines.
Going down the main road?
Going down the main road, yeah.
Which way? Heading north?
They came from the direction that you came from, in the direction that you were going, but they didn't take the split off where you took it. They just kept going.
Interesting. I'm going to relay the information about the soldiers because I find that to be interesting.
Okay.
And I'm basically calling down, hey guys, I'm not sure what this means. It may mean nothing, but I see some soldiers. Looks like other adventurers heading up the road, heading up north. You don't think the guy in the tavern put the job out to multiple people, do you?
Yes, that is exactly.
What if all the goblins are a lie?
Hang on. Jack, I want you to roll. I want you to roll investigation, please.
Earbud wants to know if she can roll intelligence on it.
Jeez, what is with my rolls?
Jack, you don't know. I mean, for all intents and purposes, you don't know. It's a possibility, but you don't know. Earbud, you can roll investigation on this. Yeah.
I did start with the whole party.
Liz,
Yeah,
what
you
time of
did
day
share.
is it?
For all you know, it could be. By the way, Jack, you should have rolled that at normal, so that's okay. I'll take it anyway. That 5 and the 8, neither one's good. Yeah, I've
Can
rolled.
anyone else roll, or are we just gonna?
That's meta.
No, I want to know if anyone else can roll. Or if we're
Just
gonna
roll
speed this up.
investigation. Just roll it. Everyone knows.
That's meta.
That's meta. You're giving suggestions to other characters through OOC. That's meta.
No, I want to know if I can roll.
You can roll because Earbud rolled. Yes.
Good. Okay, thank you.
That's okay.
And it's invest.
Investigation. By the way, Kestrel. Yeah, I want to clarify that in case anybody else is trying to roll. On
Again,
that.
Liz, what time of day is it?
Right now it's sunset, early evening. That type of, there's enough sunlight that you can see, but not too far. Your visibility is a little more limited. Also, hey, Kestrel, would you like to make your first roll for
Sure.
for this session? Roll investigation. You can make this roll.
Okay, let me.
Yeah, just click where it says investigation on your character sheet.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, and make it a public roll.
Character sheet. Let's see. Go over to.
Watch Kestrel nat 20 this.
Right?
Yeah, normal roll. Watch him nat 20 this.
Abilities or.
Yeah, it should be a. Let me poke and see where you're at right now. Kestrel, you are controlling. So under your core.
Right. Okay.
It's under your skills.
Okay, going.
It's called investigation.
Working on it. Oh, there we go. So I click it.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, Kestrel.
Nice. Oh, did it
Kestrel.
roll? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
you
getting
rolled it.
this.
That'll pass.
Good.
So, yeah, Kestrel, you've discovered that, considering this slime ball was more interested in just dealing with the problem and getting the hell out of Dodge, you kind of figure, you know what? You wouldn't put it past him if he's like, you know what, everybody just deal with this shit and I'm out of here. There's no way he hasn't offered it to more people. He's very clearly done it, yeah.
Okay.
And by that I mean, no, you don't actually know if you've. That's actually not true. If your character is saying he's deduced that, that's not necessarily a true statement. You need to roll. Actually, you have no basis to know that or not. You can't make that roll anyway.
But you can say.
You can say it if you can say it. Just if you're saying it because you the player know that you've been duped. That's not the case. You don't know that unless you're just saying it for a fact.
I think
I'm just saying it for a fact.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, he says I think. Keywords I think. Not that we have been.
I understand that. I just want to make sure that you're not trying to convey information that you don't know. Is all. So. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna ask. Well, in this case, my partner. I'm not gonna say a name yet because we may switch that out. I'm gonna say, what do you mean, partner?
Well, it just seems like he's offered this. He seems shifty as hell. Like he's made the offer before.
You can't make that determination.
From investigate, what can I make from the investigation roll then?
I told you everything that you can make from the investigation. That he is based on the type of person that he seems to be. He is clear. You're not the first person. You're not the first people this person's offered this to, and you're probably not the last.
Isn't that what
he
he's
seems
saying, Liz?
pretty interested in getting this dealt with and moving on.
Although I will say, as a character.
So you can't make the determination with that role whether or not he's lying. You can only make the determination. You can make assumptions all you want, but I'm telling you that the only information you have learnt is that you are not the only ones who has been offered this deal. That is all.
Okay, I think that's what he was going for. Is he's assuming.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's either he's playing
Again,
us for.
I'm just clarifying that for the
So
record. Go ahead.
in character, here's
Lord knows.
what. So he's made this offer before. That's what I think. So either other people have come along and have failed at it, and so he's had to make it again and again, or he's getting the better of us. Like, those are the two possibilities I'm thinking of.
That's a fair statement.
So either he's made this offer over and over to a bunch of groups before and pulled the wool over their eyes and gotten away with it, or nobody else has been able to do it. And he doesn't want to stick around. He's made this offer and kind of wants us to get out of there. So that's what I'm thinking.
Using my perception roll, do I know how many soldiers and adventurers are actually walking down that road? Are we talking about
5 to 8 is as best as you could come up with.
not as big as our group? But
It's about the same size as your group, roughly.
Rook is going to make a statement that work seems to be sparse in this region, and he kind of emphasizes work as in, like, our work. Probably some other band of mercenaries looking to get the job.
what do you guys think? We should probably pack up and see what they're up to. Worst case scenario, all we do is move up our deadline, essentially.
I'd say we've got a job to do. May as well push on to it. If they walk up and they're too late, they're too late.
Perhaps
I'm worried that they'll basically get the reward and we're out. That's my thing. That we basically took all this time and we get there. And two things are they're either all slaughtered, which I don't know. These are goblins. I don't know how well these guys are trained, but they are a fairly large group. I don't know how much there are of goblins, but I would be interested at least which way they're going.
Here's the one thing you're forgetting.
Liz.
Jack. Oh.
Due to character background, would I know how strong goblins are typically?
You wouldn't need character background for that. You just fought goblins. They're pretty squishy. They bleed when they're stabbed. They bleed when they're slashed. They bleed out of the ears when you smash them in the skull with a hammer. I'm pretty sure you can cast smash and do just fine.
Yeah.
I cast fist.
So, question.
The other thing, okay.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to clarify. And this is just one last thing. Are they going down the fast way that we're going, or are they going a slightly longer way?
No, they were very clearly going down the road. They did not make a turn. They were going very clearly, continuing down the road, in the same direction. Remember that cart that actually you wouldn't know about the cart. You didn't make the roll.
He knows about the cart, but he doesn't know what they said. We all saw it.
Okay, you saw the cart. Okay, so. Yeah, basically, it would have been heading in the same direction as the cart. It would have kept it took that fork that you took. It went straight as opposed to left. You went left. They went straight. As far as you could tell, they didn't deviate. They just kept going straight.
So they're not going straight to the goblins, as far as I'm aware, or are they? Because I don't understand.
You can't tell.
They don't know the shortcut.
You can't tell. You can't tell. You are too far away to really know what they're doing.
They may... Can I make the deduction that they may be going to the goblins, but they don't know the shortcut that we're taking?
Make a investigation check.
Okay.
Considering the information that you have, considering the information that you know that's been shared with you by the party, you could reasonably assume one of two things. Either this is a group that was also given the opportunity to clear out the goblins and get the inn, or the bar and the tavern, or they are indeed just simply heading in the direction, northerly direction. It's one of the two. If you had to guess, though, a group that large, considering they weren't in any sort of military formation or anything like that, you can deduce that they might also be looking for the goblins.
Okay. I'm going to share that information with the party. Say that we've got the jump on these fellows. They'll probably have to stop and main camp. by the time that they're on their way here, we'll already have the job done.
You know what?
That's a good plan.
I think it's worth taking the action in this case because I don't want to lose the reward. Not
Mhm.
put all this action into be dealing with that slime ball. But I would be a little bit peeved if we got nothing for all that time.
So we've already done our camping stuff. Say, get ready to pack up. Oh God.
Be right back.
Cool.
And it's
Thank
I'm
you.
staying perfectly in character. I'm happy.
Y'all are doing a great job so far. Well
So
done.
would you-
I am giving every one of you a tip of the cap. By the way, for playing a perfect first day of the journey, everybody in the party is going to get 25 XP.
What? Whoa!
Right
wow.
now, on the spot, 25 XP, have it.
Okay then.
Do I get that when I roll one?
Everybody gets a flat 25 XP for a perfect first day of the journey.
Damn.
That actually.
Added.
Yeah.
By the way,
I'm being nice. Don't do this to me. I'm
This
being
is not
nice.
By
You
the way,
wouldn't do
can't-
that now.
I can't do math. 98 plus 25 is 123.
123.
Cool.
Okay, so we ready to pack up then? That's in character.
Yeah, I think so.
If we need to.
I am going to look
Question
to
two.
Evoril and ask her, kind of give her like a look and a loving gesture. I need the beats. Oh no, I need my weapon, dear. I almost
Yes,
said
Kestrel will get that XP. FYI, Kestrel, when you roll your character, you'll get all of the XP that's on the sheet that you're controlling right now. Just FYI.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Go ahead and just add it to your sheet, if you would.
All right.
When you have control.
98. Okay, 123 total.
123. There you go.
like buying women? Or buying the company of
No,
women?
it was no. You, every single one of you would
Minefield.
you would never let me live it down if I
No,
had
we wouldn't.
completed that sentence.
I'm pretty
why not?
sure Earbud
yeah?
would probably
Too
get a
late.
fire axe.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure, but anyway.
Anyway,
No,
since he's
it would be
mentioning
Foxgrove and grass. That's what it would be.
Hope you have your
Yeah.
answer.
let me continue.
By all means, continue.
Since he's mentioning packing up, is it morning or am I just being dumb?
You're being dumb.
It's clearly
Okay.
not morning. It is clearly nighttime and it's dark
I'm
outside.
double
we're packing
checking.
up to do some stuff.
Okay.
Be sure I made a perception check to see if
Basically,
it's
we
time.
set up camp so that we could take a rest. A short rest.
Oh, whoops.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
There you go. That'll help you out, Mal. That'll help you in your poor memory.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Hang on, I got this.
It's not Hayden.
I just see the war going on.
I just see a came for goblins.
So then,
Oh, we came.
Boom.
Now, you okay?
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay.
I just had a nice slow clap moment.
Ah, okay.
it is packing up. So, are you gonna load in the next map or?
Hang on. I want to see Evoral's reaction.
Can I just
Peach's reaction is vomiting in the corner.
same?
Yes.
Same. Go get a room.
That is her to a T.
Ow! 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 Luda! Jeez, cat. Ow!
Did she claw you?
No, kind of.
Yes.
I am a cat jungle gym currently.
Oh. So yeah.
At least it's not an army of little kittens with sharp claws.
That is true. It's just one, and she's heavy.
All right, so
like fun.
it's still nighttime. So, are y'all packing up camp?
Yes.
Yes, that is precisely why I need a weapon.
Oh, so basically what you're saying here is nobody's resting. You're going straight through?
We've been here for an hour.
Yeah, we took a short rest.
Short rest, yeah, but nobody's taking a long rest where you're just going straight through?
Yes.
I would advise a longer rest.
Oh, okay, hang on. We've been traveling all day, yeah?
It's nighttime, yes. You've been traveling all day.
Oh.
Would advise a long rest.
That's why I was asking.
Sleeping time.
Turn that shit
That's
off
why I
when
was
it's still
asking, are
on.
you traveling through the night here? Because
Yeah.
there will be
Wait,
certain roles involved
Wait,
with
Liz.
exhaustion otherwise.
1 second.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you said when we started out
Uh-huh.
that it'd be
It's
about a
morning.
day and a half,
Yes.
and that we would get there at nighttime.
No, I said you would get there about sunset unless you took the 1 hour, which you'd get there in the early evening. This is day one of the 2-day trip, basically.
Okay, I'm
This is
misunderstanding what you're saying.
Day one, yeah. This is day one.
So we need to sleep now because tomorrow we have more traveling to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's sleeping time.
I think I only
Good
have
job,
Say you
Mallory, good
completely
job.
remove the whole part. Actually, copy paste the weapon part for when we finally do go to battle. Please. Because I did a stupid.
You did a stupid.
Uh-oh.
You did.
Stupids were did?
Mm-hmm.
Stupids were did.
Okay.
And it wasn't by me.
So just
Not this
ignore
time.
everything I put up
Yeah,
there.
not this time.
I misunderstood.
You'll have your turn. Don't worry.
He already
It's-
did
Yeah.
his stupid.
It's okay. Fist Mage is known for fist, not for
Not for mage.
not for book.
It's not book.
In
True.
that case,
That's
we're
not
gonna
bug.
keep playing, and
Not
I'm going to
food.
take a nap. We're actually going to sleep here shortly.
Yeah, same.
So
Do I have
So-
several? I don't think I do.
I
Um,
have done my
Oh.
prayer, so
Oh, it's beautiful.
I'm just going to say, I'm just gonna say this is so like the two of them.
it is.
All of you
Um,
can go to the deepest ring of hell.
May I use this
I'm already
time?
going
You
there. good
first.
sir. I'm already going there. I'll see you there.
Wait a minute. Are you assuming
I'll
you're
bring
not
beer.
in hell? Are you assuming you're not in hell? Excuse me while I call up a certain somebody.
Hell would be
Well,
nicer.
we're not
hello,
playing
hello,
the Price is
hello,
Right.
hello, Santana. Are you there?
Oh my god.
See,
Let's cue the Price is
um,
Right music.
Liz, hell is nicer. That's how I know I'm not
all
in
I
hell.
can say is, I'm in heaven whenever I'm with Earbud.
That's probably the wisest thing you said all night.
Yes. No, go get a
That's
room.
probably the wisest thing. I think there are no rooms out here. That's a potential problem.
Okay, go find a tree and hide on the other side of
No,
it.
no, the DM is going to force retcon that.
So basically, we're just going to go to sleep here.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
long
going
rest.
to ask Jack to let me have second watch.
But you assume that Satan is always naturally just completely nasty. No, that's not how he plays. See,
No,
you
no,
would
no,
be
no, no.
right in assuming that he's very similar.
No. She is actually correct. I did technically play the Satan character in the last RPG, which was the middle of the campaign, and I sent them all to hell. So technically, she's not wrong.
I'm just saying she's not right about you being nicer.
Oh no, I'm being nice right
No,
now. I'm being
no,
very
the devil would be
nice.
nicer.
That's the thing, though. You're nice at first. Then, oh
No,
dear
no,
God.
hell comes later.
Hey,
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, everyone go to sleep.
As far as watches go, after the first 2 watches, I'll be awake for the rest of the night.
Okay, so everybody, so basically we're taking, are we staying for 8 hours? Are we staying for, how are we doing the sleep?
Full rest.
Everybody going full rest? Is somebody keeping watch? What's the plan?
Jack's taking first watch.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could take the first watch easy.
The first dumb decision of the party. Let's just all fucking sleep. In the middle of the woods at
is
night near
taking
goblins.
second
This is totally safe.
Hey,
Everybody
provided,
stops.
Provided that Jack takes the first 2 hours and Brooke takes the second 2 hours, that's my 4 hours of sleep, and I'm good to go. I can stay awake for the rest of it.
Yeah.
The last 4 hours are mine.
Are you full elf or half elf? Just a question.
Full.
Full elves don't
I
sleep.
trance. I trance for 4 hours, then I'm awake.
Yeah.
I think I sleep for 4 hours.
Chester doesn't need all that much sleep
No, no.
either.
Half elves also need a full rest. That's
Yeah.
I think
Half elves do
are the
need a
ones who
full.
trance.
Oh, they need a full rest. Okay.
Yeah,
Elves are the
half
ones
elves
who
do need a
trance.
full.
Yeah.
Who's laughing?
Chester doesn't need all that much sleep either.
All right.
So
Sounds
if
good.
the entire party, the way that it kind of works here is that if you take the 2 hours, so Jack would be taking the first 2 hours, and then Rook takes the next 2 hours, and then Marasi takes the 4 hours or so after that. And then if you were to take, say, 6 hours, this is just as a DM, if you were to take 6 hours and allow them to rest a little bit, then everybody, including the guards, would get, everybody who's keeping watch would have the full 8 hours, you're good.
I'm fine with that.
That works.
So if you wait for 10 hours, you're fine.
Yep.
So is that the plan? You're going to go ahead and keep
Yeah.
the camp there and just go ahead and sleep?
Yeah, I
That's-
think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Jack is first watch. Jack, I need a perception roll, if you would.
Advantage.
At advantage, yes. Oh. Everything is fine. Nothing to worry about. Not a soul passes through anywhere nearby you. It's just, even the roads are pretty much empty. There's nothing.
If I truly believe that, then can I like play my harmonica for a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
What do I do? What do I roll for that?
You don't need to roll anything. Well, actually, you roll your... You should have a kit in there that says harmonica, I believe.
Yes.
Roll it.
Oh wait, doesn't. It's in the tool. It doesn't really
Yeah,
work.
it's in tools. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't?
It should.
I'm clicking on
It
it.
should.
You can set it up to where it works.
Let's see, Jack. Hang on. Let me see what's going on. That's because you need to do... Wait, whose sheet is that? That's you, Jack. Wait, why do I have 2 sheets of Jack? Oh, no, I don't. Jack, you don't have a harmonica tool. Oh, yeah, you do. Let's see. Yeah, you do. You have it. It works. See, I can click it.
I don't know why it's not working for me then.
You need to... You have to go back in there and do public roll. By the way, do not roll at advantage. Thank you.
I do. I see. Okay,
Yeah,
I
you
see.
need to click where it says public roll.
And I have it at normal. Hold on. Let me actually.
I just put it in normal for you. Yeah, you need to click it.
Hold on. Apparently, there's a lot of these windows that were open. I fudged up. I clicked this too many times.
Good job.
Good job. That's what you have to go back there and do the public roll. That's important. That's the way it's set up for every roll that you make. Because sometimes you'll be making private rolls.
Okay, sorry. Hold on. It's incoming.
Yeah, incoming. There you go.
Can I roll strength to get Marigold onto a proper bedroll?
Fuck off.
Can't I?
But
I think
I'm about
that's
to
her
look
answer.
over and say stranger danger.
Listen, Listen, Marigold. The DM would like you to slap the taste out of his mouth and make her go to sleep.
I'm.
No,
Tiger
she don't
hold
need
sleep.
to. If she tries to force me to like sleep on a bed roll, she pretty much just rolls away.
Roll acrobatics.
Nah, it hasn't
By
happened,
the way,
so I don't
Jack,
have to roll
you're
anything.
playing a mean harmonica up there. It is definitely something you could head nod to if the rest of the party was awake. Which,
Harmonica on point.
Yeah,
It's a
harmonica
lullaby.
is on
It's a
point.
lullaby. I'm like keeping my humanity and being considerate.
Okay, you're doing that. Okay. Yeah, it's a nice tune. It's a nice tune.
Puts Mouse straight to sleep.
Yeah,
Oh,
everybody.
I'm already asleep.
Everybody in the party who's listening to it is now asleep because the DM said so. Okay.
Nap time.
I'm
Nap
actually
time for you
working on
kids.
something, so no.
Nap time for you kids.
I'm working on something, damn it.
No, you're tranced. Too bad.
Fine.
Does it in her sleep.
I'm not an elf.
You think you're doing it, but you're in dream mode right now.
Right. This is happening in his dreams.
This is happening in his dreams, exactly.
Yay.
By the way, Jack, your 2 hours are up. You at which point I believe you said that you were going to pass it on to Rook. Is that correct?
Yep. And
Oh,
is gonna keep
dear.
watch.
Oh dear.
Okay, so I'm
So apparently, Ivoral's staying up with Rook as well.
I look at them and go,
Oh.
please keep watch. And I mean over us, not at each other.
By the way, because we're not streaming this or anything, that rule. Oh wait, you're streaming it. I forgot.
I don't care though. Go for it.
You don't care. Okay.
God.
Okay.
Just please don't be too descriptive.
Please, yeah, please don't get too out of control with that. If
I'm
you
the one
would.
trying to get
Only for
Ivor
my
to
own
go to sleep.
sanity, I ask.
Anyway, are the two of you
Staying on watch apparently.
Shut the fudge up.
Oh, that's not gonna work
Never.
because Ivor will stab them. Don't.
Roll
Don't do
it.
it.
Okay.
Transy can
Rook.
actually sleep.
Okay. So, Rook. By the way, is Ivor is staying up with Rook? Okay. I mean, you look around. You hear some things in the bushes, but it's mostly it's basically just kind of wildlife and whatnot. You think you hear like a wild animal or something, like a deer or something like that. Other than that, it's yes, squirrel.
Squirrel?
No, not squirrel.
Squirrel?
It was a deer.
Squirrel?
It's a deer. Oh, look, there's a squirrel.
God damn it.
There's a squirrel running up the tree that you were trying to hide behind.
None of us hid behind a tree, thank you.
Okay. Anyway. Yes.
Please.
Don't mess with her bubby now. Don't do it. You leave them two alone.
Leave off all of you.
The 2 hours pass. The 2 hours pass by. Nothing happens. You're perfectly fine. It's now 4 hours have passed. Marasi, you now have your equivalent of full night's rest as a full elf. You wake up feeling, or at least from your trance, feeling very refreshed.
Perks. Oh gosh.
You feel refreshed, except for the, oh god. By the way, Ivor can't actually Ivor can't do that because Ivor failed the perception check. So, nope. You can't do it for that reason.
Oh, you're bullshitting.
Can't tell him awake.
That is the
Maybe
perception
that's just wakes
from
up.
earlier. The perception from earlier.
It could just be that
You don't know what you don't
I look
know.
like I'm asleep. I just close my eyes over in the
Yeah.
corner. I'm actually
Yeah.
semi-conscious the whole time, unfortunately.
You also wouldn't have background for elves, so that's yeah.
Oh, that bit. But she could still just make out with him, not even noticing.
Yes,
That
yes,
happens
that's-
totally.
That's fine, but not specifically to scar Marasi.
So now
It's just you're just over there making out by the tree.
It's more just Scar Petrie at this point.
We're not going to mention the other thing going on in the other half of the camp. Just don't talk about that.
Actually, Ivoral,
Ah.
Oh. Oh.
That is a different story.
Ew.
So yeah, she might.
That is a different story. In that case, if the elf mother raised you, then yes, you would. I stand corrected.
Get dunked. And now you're going to be evil with us.
And
out of nowhere, there comes an arrow.
Right.
Okay. That was okay. Anyway, the second shift has ended. Marasi is very clearly awake and refreshed.
And disgusted.
Yes.
And apparently, yeah.
And has power over your sleeping bodies.
No, that's scary.
Be nice to me.
What are you gonna do? Draw mustaches?
She would basically she might use vicious mockery and say, "I've seen better."
Oh, but that's only hurting the wrong person. Why you gotta be mean to him?
My goodness.
Alright, perception check to end the madness.
Yes.
Please do.
Oh god.
10.
Good job, Rossi.
Oh yeah.
10.
I spend all the time in the forest? No,
Listen, you kind of kick back and relax. I mean, nothing's happening. Ooh, squirrel!
Ooh.
Squirrel!
That's nice.
It reminds you of home, for some reason. And then you feel sad because it reminds you of home.
Damn it.
Aww.
Not again.
Take a negative to your charisma.
No,
That would be
no.
terrible.
And then you and then you think about it for a moment and you're like, screw him anyway. And you go back to watch. Nothing exciting happens. It's a perfectly fine night. Everybody wakes up the next morning and nothing has happened.
Nice.
I fucking laugh at my mustache.
Congratulations, it's now the next morning.
Oh no.
Cool. I'm gonna say, y'all, let's get going now. We have something to do.
Rook's of the same opinion. As I said, copy paste what he said with earlier. Well,
By the way, as the second and third shift failed, I secretly stealthed a Tarrasque into the forest where you were at.
God,
I hope you can find it.
Awesome. Great.
Wait, no.
See,
If you did that, I demanded perception checks for
it has to be a
everyone.
baby. Just be a baby.
Clearly a ghost Tarrasque. None of you saw it.
What's a ghost Tarrasque?
Undead?
Exist then. If none of us saw it, does it actually exist?
Exactly.
An undead giant
Exactly.
alpha Tarrasque.
Must have really liked my harmonica. I just didn't want to attack us.
Fair.
It charmed the beast until you stopped playing, and then we're all fucked.
Keep
playing.
And in one case, somebody literally was.
Ooh. Anyway, so are we continuing down the road? Or the forest, I should say.
Yeah, I think so.
On our merry way down
On the map, how close are we?
As I mentioned before, at this point, you feel like you'll arrive. Originally, your timetable was you'll arrive at about sunset, but now it'll be early evening when you arrive.
Okay.
So there will be low light, but not complete darkness.
Okay, so we have a whole day of travel.
It will be the full day of travel. You will arrive after sunset, but it won't be like pitch black nighttime.
Okay.
That's what you think anyway, based on your current time.
Nice.
Alright.
Alright, so proceeding?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in person form.
Okay.
Earbud, are we basically
Jack, I need
pasting
a
what was earlier?
Jack, I need a perception check, if you would. Only you can make this check, and it's at advantage, as you're still in favored terrain.
Ooh, very good. I'm gonna really miss this when we get out of the forest.
14. That's not gonna
Really
do
glad
it.
it's not that 5.
That's not quite going to do it.
Dead.
As you just kind of walk down the road, or
Okay,
not road, but
actually.
down the forest. Uh-huh.
Question. It said it doubles my proficiency. What does that mean?
What your proficiency at level 1 is 2. Actually, that would make it a 15. That would pass. You're fine. You would pass. Is perception something you have proficiency in?
Oh yeah. I marked it with
Then you
proficiency.
pass. Then you pass because it'll be a 15. So I take that back. As you walk along, something catches your eye. As you get closer to the expected place, the expected goblin cave, you look to your right, and you swear you saw something that catches your eye. You swear you saw a dead body or something like that. Definitely humanoid in nature.
I basically give the hand signal wait for the party, and I ask Rook to come with me. Like, just him, I point at him and then give him the hand signal, come with me here.
Rook is gonna follow up with that. He's got his shield and his flail ready.
Kojiro, DM roll on that if you would please. Investigation. So
Yes.
Rook, you and Jack are going over there. Is that correct?
We're
Yes,
inspecting
and
if
I
that's a
want
dead
to
body.
ask a question.
Okay, before you do so, I'll give you the walk over there. Kestrel, you're with the group right now, as all.
Okay.
So
Luke's advantage.
No, this would be normal right now.
Okay.
So Rook and Jack, you walk over there and you see very clearly. Yeah, that's a nat 1. That's a
Yeah.
no.
No. Yeah.
That's
No.
a no. Listen, everything's fine. It's a nice walk through the forest. Everything's fine. Nothing's happened. What's the worst that could happen, right? You've by the way,
Vampire Tarask.
no,
God,
Ghost
no.
Trask, clearly. Jack and Rook, you see a dead body on the ground. It is not a human, though. It is actually a goblin.
Oh.
By the way, it has been completely stripped of any weapons or armor it may or may not have been carrying. It is completely naked on the ground.
Oh, that's fun. You might want to flip that over.
It is face down.
Okay, good. Have a look at that booty.
May I make an
That goblin
insight
booty.
check
Do you still
on?
want to?
At least give him his knickers. Damn.
May I
If I
make an
didn't-
investigation check on how it was killed?
Sure, that works for me.
So if I didn't before, now's the time. I'm gonna share that the guy was being shifty.
Oops, I messed up.
With like party.
Okay.
So either, and my one or the other conclusion. So.
Jack,
either no.
you'll get this information. Not Rook. Rook, you kind of look it over. It's like, look, a dead goblin's a dead goblin. That's one less goblin for us to kill, right? And Jack, you're like, wait a minute. That's very clearly multiple. That's very clearly multiple stab and slash wounds to the goblin.
To the back or the front?
No, very clearly to the front.
How could you tell if it's flipped down?
Front and also arms.
Oh, he's picking it up.
So it looks like maybe a actually investigation would have. Yep, that's actually enough to get you this information. Very likely a coordinated effort.
We may be here late, boys.
I'm still wondering, what did you guys find?
Rook's gonna agree.
You're not there, so you don't get that information just yet. They have to come back to you first. So go ahead.
Yeah, I know. I'm
So-
asking them, like I'm yelling
So I
at
got
them.
bad. Okay, hold on. Can I also, going off the investigation, does the immediate area show any kind of footprints? We should see, like, if there's a large group.
Rook, you don't know. Jack, actually, you would need to roll survival for this, and Jack, you can roll advantage on this because favored terrain. Rook, you would roll it normal.
Okay.
Oh, jeez, that's not gonna work, Jack.
Where is survival? There we go.
You get it.
Rook, however, will get it. Very clearly, there are several sets of footprints. As far as you can tell, it looks like about 6 or 7 sets of footprints heading the opposite direction. So basically, the way you're going, they came from there. As far as you can tell. However, not far from where you are, one of those sets of footprints stops.
I want to investigate that.
Same.
I want both of you to roll. I'll need a new investigation check for both of you. Again, advantage for Jack. Oh yeah, you're both good, and the nat 20 will do it anyway. Jack, you're rolling well today. Both of you are rolling well today.
Well,
as a tandem, you are. Very clearly, you can put 2 and 2 together and say, somebody probably died here.
DM bullshit on you. DM bullshit.
Somebody very clearly died here, and
yes, weapons can talk.
Weapons can talk to their wielder.
Yeah, weapons can talk only to the wielder in weapon form.
It's like a psionic thing.
Telepathy.
Telepathy is moving it.
No, that's telekinesis.
Yeah. Telepathy is
point.
mental mind-to-mind talk.
Yes. However, based on the ground, you can also tell that body... You can also tell that the body was not buried there. So there's no body in the ground, but it's very clear that based on... Like, there's very... kind of... Not completely dry, but that blood there's like blood stains, very small blood stains that you saw. It's like it catches the corner of your eye as you're looking around. There's a little bit of blood. You see it. It looks dry, so it's definitely more than a day old. There, but it's yeah, somebody clearly died there with the amount of blood. That when you see the main blood splatter, yeah, this person very clearly died.
And it looks like his body was dragged off.
His body was either dragged off, carried off, something along those lines, but there is definitely no footprints for one person from that spot forward. There is one very distinct less set of footprints.
I ain't got no body.
Can I roll perception just to make sure our surroundings are safe?
Sure you can.
I'm going to roll insight on it.
Jack, you're... Oh, go ahead. Insight for what?
I was going to say insight to basically figure out whether or not this battle was won or lost by the attackers.
Not insight. That would be investigation one more time. Okay. Jack, you are looking for what again?
Just making sure our surroundings are safe.
Looks pretty safe to you.
Also, and I am going to add a little bit more into that, considering the body was dragged off. Can I roll at advantage?
You won't need it. That 17's good enough.
Perfect.
It was very clear that... It's very clear that whatever goblins were here, they very clearly lost. But you can also tell that whoever attacked them here also suffered casualties of their own. Did that group win? Yes. Did they get out unscathed? No. Do they look like they're much worse off than they were before? This is very clearly an organized group, but you can also see another set of footprints also disappearing, but without the blood splatter. And in fact, it stops being footprints and it starts becoming drag marks at that point. So you can very clearly tell there was a fight and there were casualties on both sides significant.
I call DM bullshit on you, Liz.
Why is that?
If this is that last group, we should have beat them.
No. They're. He's saying, did they go the other way or keep pressing forward?
They kept going down that road.
They go down the road.
I will tell you that you can very clearly deduce if you're thinking that group, the answer is no. That group here, no, not with that path that they took. There's no way that they could have done that.
I was gonna call so much bullshit.
However, it is a possibility that that somebody could have been there before you, done things, and say had been searching for them, and simply had run into this a small pack of goblins, and this happened. But that group at that particular moment, no.
Okay.
No, that would have been bullshit. But no, that's not that.
Before we forget, I'm gonna wave everyone in, seeing as how the surrounding seems to be safe for the moment.
Well, are we over the lip? Can we see the cave?
Not quite yet. You're about maybe a few hours from your destination.
Good to know.
Let's say it's early afternoon.
Okay.
So I'm waving everyone to come in, and I tell them what we find. I tell them, oh, look, found a dead goblin over there. On Mark's here, looks like there's a dead body. Me and Rook think that somebody was here before us, but it looks like they had a hard time. It looks like they've gotten through this group of goblins. I don't know how close they got, but this wasn't the group from before.
By the way, I do want to also point out that based on time right now, we are going only for another 15 minutes maximum. FYI.
Okay.
All right then.
Some people do need to get to sleep soon, so FYI.
So I guess we're free to keep going, but keep your eyes out. They got into a fight right on this road. We might be next. Be ready.
Okay.
So we push forward, I guess.
Push forward, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but let me ask you this.
More caution.
Okay, that's what I thought you were gonna do. Okay.
Yeah. Do I need to roll perception?
Your pace is going to slow. No, passive perception is perfectly fine for this. I will call for perception checks as you need them.
Okay.
Let's see. Everything's going along fine. I mean, you move down the road. Your pace slows a little bit so that you are actively watching for things. You know, your eyes stay out there, so your pace will slow a little bit. It will actually be beyond sunset. As you actually arrive early evening, you see what you believe is your destination about a mile in the distance. It's not nighttime, it's early evening. There's enough light that you can see there, but it's still low light kind of thing. So anybody who does not have dark vision, do be aware. Actually, no, it wouldn't be complete dark vision. There is a moon out this night, so you wouldn't have that problem. Never mind.
Last second decision.
But yeah, you can very clearly see your destination, or at least you can tell that your destination, your expected destination, is about a mile out. You'll get there very soon, and the forest is actually clearing. There's still some trees here and there, but the forest is very, very clearly clearing up, though. And oh, by the way, it's not like mountainous area, but definitely tall hills. The land is becoming much more hilly in nature.
Interesting.
Yeah. By the way, I'm going to take you back to arts and crafts time.
Okay. So, where are we at the moment?
You're about a mile out from the cave, or at least the expected location of the cave.
Roll perception, I guess.
Okay. Anybody? Do you have dark vision?
Yes, as a half elf.
Half elf. Okay, you can roll this as normal. You don't know exactly where that cave is, though. Yeah, you can make the roll to look. And everybody, I'm assuming that you've shared with the rest of the party that that it's nearby. Oh, Ivoral's good. Ivoral, you know exactly. You catch where the cave looks like it begins. You can very easily point the rest of the party in the general direction of the cave.
Alright, so no one else really needs to roll.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always
I
got
was
that
gonna
one.
say, can I roll that roll? Because
I will ask to roll perception to see if they have any sentries that are visible.
You're too far out to make that check.
Okay.
Actually, wait. At a mile out, maybe roll disadvantage
As
perception.
half elf?
Well, distance.
Distance. Fine. Disadvantage perception. Cross fingers.
Uh,
Hello.
Didn't even matter.
Yes, that
And
was a
that was when he
disadvantage.
turned
Thank
into
you.
a wolf.
Surprisingly, you don't think you see any goblin sentries outside.
I'm going to relay this information, but basically tell everyone that that's more worrying. And be on their guard. Weapons up, shields up, everything you got.
There's probably
May not be
something
goblins we're dealing with anymore.
he didn't tell us, and we're gonna have to deal with it.
Oh, by the way, Kestrel, you'll probably be in weapon form.
Fun times abound.
Earbud, are you going back to weapon form as you jumped out to follow?
Yes, there is a reason why the music stopped, because the music is changing. Okay, so various people are becoming weapons, etc., etc. By the way, at this point, everybody's going towards the cavern.
Yeah. I think
Yep.
so.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to
Okay,
send
so
you
I'm
to
a
the
bow and arrow
cave.
now.
But it's not the cave, it's outside the cave. Place your tokens on the south end of the map, if you would.
Oh, don't do this again, please.
South end of the map, please.
Not the traps.
If you're weapon form, you don't have.
Oh, Leaf remembers the trap map.
I was thinking.
Oh, I remember too.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was a particularly evil map that I did to introduce bandits in my last RPG. I had a foresty area, but it was much more forested than this. I had traps everywhere for a bandit
Which I
cave.
recall was used in a very fun manner.
Yes,
on one
and
particular bandit.
Nox, by the way, used one of the traps against the bandit, shoved him into one of the traps, and decided to effectively end his misery. It was glorious.
I punched him.
I remember that being the map where I decided Foxgrove had to die.
Yep.
Yes.
I trapped a bandit and I proceeded to beat him up with my fists. It was fun.
Weapons do not need to place themselves. No.
Okay, so is this forest?
This would not be considered a foresty area. This would be hills now.
All right.
Hilly, but with a few trees.
Hilly with a few trees. This would be not difficult terrain, though. Everybody would have their normal movement.
I'm gonna see. Can I sense a presence with divine sense? See if
By the way, do we
anything
need to make
specifically
note of
evil around.
You're trying to see if there's anything evil around?
Any gods or anything that isn't normally from this plane.
I've got good news for you. You don't sense Santana anywhere in the area.
God damn it.
This is a good thing to check for.
Whoops, not that one. Sorry.
It's
Why is
not
that?
something I would put you. You
Put
could-
past him?
Could
Yeah.
have done that. So at least I know that's not gonna happen.
Yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Always a yet.
Chromatic terrasse.
Even if he
always a
says
yet.
no, it can always be a yet. The memeing is too strong.
Suddenly? No, just kidding. Anyway, by the way, it is free move right now.
Okay.
Okay. I'm
Um,
making a
if you
perception.
would please, if you would please, if you are going to move, FYI, please move one square at a time. Thank you.
Making a
Um,
perception check for traps or any sign of habitation, including traps.
Low light, yes. Low light vision, yes or no?
Half elf.
Half elf, you're fine. Making it normal.
Can I roll perception as well for the same?
You certainly can. Making it. But do you have low light or dark? Okay, you'll roll it normal. Rook, there didn't seem to be any traps. Limb toss. That's clear as, I mean, it's clear as day. There's nothing here. So,
Due
guys-
to my background, would I be used to traps? Gotta ask, man. I gotta
I know.
Decisions.
I'm thinking on this. Were you a part, or refresh my memory, what type of group were you with? You moved one square at a time. Wim toss, move yourself back. That was way too many movements at one time.
As I
moved
have
one
it,
square at a time.
he was an elite.
Oh, well, you jumped on my screen. Okay, you're
Yeah,
fine.
glitched.
Yeah, I
So-
saw a lot of people flit real
Yeah.
quick. I think it was just roll 20.
Guys,
Okay,
can you roll? Can we follow behind each other in a single line?
Nope.
Apparently not.
Liz,
Because that's
I'll
not
whisper that part to you.
Okay. Let me put it to you this way. Would your group have made raids on monster groups or things like that?
Mine might.
If they posed enough danger, yes.
Lasagna.
Hold that thought. Whoever's else is asking questions. By the way, you cannot move through the trees. So this is actually an invalid spot. That's an invalid spot. You're good.
Standing next to the trunk of the tree, and this is just the.
Yeah,
tree
everything
trunk.
there
Okay,
would be
fine.
considered trunk of the tree. So FYI.
Everything with leaf is trunk.
Yeah.
Kojiro, where are you?
Sure.
He's in the back.
Kojiro, to
slow.
answer your question. Okay, this is clearly a broken music one. Okay. You would be able to roll intelligence. Let's do it that way. Roll intelligence.
Okay. Nope.
Wow.
You can't see. No, only Kojiro. Jack, you can't make this check.
My bad. I just heard that. I didn't hear.
No.
Specific.
Yeah, Kojiro only makes this. You, for some reason, your mind goes back to some times which you had some battles against some goblins and orcs, but nothing rings a bell for you in regards to.
Traps.
Yeah, you don't know.
Okay.
It slips his mind for now.
You don't see any traps as far as you can tell.
Cool.
He went momentarily blind.
As everybody rolls terribly.
I know that scares me.
Are we close at the cave? Close enough to the cave to see inside of it?
I'm gonna let Kojiro kind of move a little bit first, because I'm sure that he wants to be up there too, right?
Yeah, he's got to catch
you
up
know it.
now.
He's got to catch up now.
Making
yeah,
his
look
way
at him bob and
downtown.
weave. Look
Oh,
at him bob
dice.
and weave, bob and weave. Serenity rolling a 50. Oh, hi, Serenity. Hey, by the way, would you like to look over? Let's see. What did I do? Hang on, I got to make sure about this. Oops.
Where did I put that?
Where did I put that? Yes, where did I put that? Oh, there it is. Serenity.
Red dragon comes out of the ground.
Uh-huh.
Something catches your eye southeast of you, near this tree.
What
Does he
roll
point-
do I make to look at that?
You've already made your roll to look at it. You can't tell exactly what it is, but it's definitely something on the ground. Towards where that tree is.
I'm gonna walk over to it.
Okay. One square at a time. Okay.
I motion for other people to follow behind me.
Okay. Leaf, right at the spot you're at, make a perception check if you would. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. You move back. Leaf only makes perception check.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh my
He also
goodness, all
becomes
these
blind.
low rolls.
Yeah, you don't. You can keep going now, Kojiro, and everybody else now.
Do I also make perception?
You're not over there.
Yes, he is.
He's
my weapon.
is-
Oh,
yeah.
he's your weapon. Oh, then you can. Yes, if you're the weapon, you can.
Oh.
There we go.
Hey, Smiles. Fortune smiles upon you, for you have found something, and
Ooh.
your eyes are drawn to the south. There's definitely something on the ground. Looks like a dead body.
Wow, we just.
Okay.
I miss dead bodies.
Well, we all
Stop
kind of
right
rolled
there.
traps.
Stop right there.
Stopping. Dead?
Is that a
That
spider?
is a dead. That
Okay,
is
that's
a
a goblin.
clearly a dead goblin right there.
Okay, good.
Rook is going to make a perception check on the cave.
Okay.
Just like keeping an eye on the entrance to make sure nothing comes out.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and look at the goblin closer.
Liz,
Rook, you
can I
look
roll-
inside. Wait, you have to let me. I know everybody wants to jump and do things. Let me pay off rolls first, then jump in. Rook, you look inside the cave. There are things in that cave, very clearly. Nothing that's overly valuable in the cave. You also see 3 more dead goblins inside the cave.
All right. I'm going to
Confident.
relay that information and tell everyone looks like the job's been done for us.
Can I roll investigation on the goblin, see how or what killed it?
Sure.
Okay, would I have advantage on this due to my background?
Would you have advantage? As a soldier, yes.
Oh, yay.
I possibly should have gotten that earlier, but okay.
Rook.
What killed this thing?
You pretty much have gathered. Well, the reason why it's advantage for Kojiro and not for you is because of something very specific in his background.
You said because of soldier background. Or because
A specific part of soldier background.
There's something in not I did not mean soldier. What I mean is because of what so I misspoke on that.
No, that's fine. It's okay.
Kojiro, again, this looks like it looks almost as if these goblins were almost exterminated by a group, but something else catches your eye. You also very clearly see footprints scattering in several directions. You think that this wasn't just an extermination. In fact, something is bothering you about this. Roll a flat intelligence check.
All right.
Flubbed it.
Dang it.
You're just
can
so
my partner
stupid,
do
man.
this as well? Can my
Starts
partner
drooling,
do this as well?
gibbering madly.
Oh, that's a good
Can my-
point. Can I roll with him since I'm weapon?
You can, yes.
Okay.
You can make this roll because your minds are linked in this situation, so you can. Nobody else can.
What is the roll again?
Intelligence.
Intelligence. No
Flat
advantage,
intel.
nothing, just normal.
Just normal.
Yeah.
Just normal, because we're about to
Rolls
wrap.
a
Not
one.
the save.
That's a
Not the
Holy,
save.
holy
Not
shit!
the
I did
save.
the wrong one.
Regular.
I
That's
just
okay, we're about
wasted
to
the
wrap
good
up the
roll.
session today. We're about to
Good
wrap up
job.
the session today, so I need a normal intelligence check.
Yep, wasted the good one.
It's okay. It's not bad.
You don't know. You don't know. You don't know.
It's not horrible.
It's not horrible, but it's
You
not
always
good
want the
enough.
higher number, though.
Yeah. By the way,
Can I walk into
Jack, roll perception at roll perception normal. Only Jack.
Oh my.
He sees
You-
everything.
Nah, everybody stay right where you are. You back.
I see everything.
Jack, you just heard what sounds like a very faint plucking of a bow.
Can I tell everyone get down?
Kojiro, roll
Yes.
acrobat, roll agility. Save. Agility save, we'll call it.
Oh my.
Dex save.
Dex save, yeah. Dex save, sorry.
Oh crap.
Roll
I
a
don't
dex
have-
save.
Yeah. Oh crap.
Yeah.
Ow.
Actually, because I see it coming, can I do something? Okay, this sounds stupid, but can I try to shoot the arrow out of the midair?
No.
Oh, I would love to try.
No, you perceived it, but you could not stop it.
Okay.
And that's because of other failed rolls beforehand. You would not have had time to do so.
Fair enough.
And also, you would have needed a nat 20 roll to pull that shit off. So
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Me and
About that.
fives.
Actually, I shouldn't have had you roll a dex save. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have had you roll a dex save. That was the wrong thing to ask for.
Okay.
Wow.
I apologize.
What do you want me to roll?
I don't want you to roll anything right now.
Oh no.
Just counts it immediately.
I don't want you. No. There's something I have to do for you here. All right.
I used to be an adventurer like you, but then.
No.
You finish that sentence.
No.
I will turn around. I will march up to you and I will stab you.
If he finishes that sentence, I'm shooting his. I will shoot his. I will shoot his wielder's human form.
Then I got married and got a successful job as a town guard.
Oh. But that's what the arrow to the knee is that you were married.
That is actually a myth. That is 100%
Oh,
a
that's
myth that was
incorrect.
propagated by the internet.
Oh,
You sure about that?
Why is it?
Is that advantage?
No, that's
Disadvantage? I
not.
can't
That's
prove.
not. That's not. That's not. That's not. No,
Oh, fucked
that's
up.
not.
The jig's up.
That's not.
He fucked up.
That's okay. No, ignore that roll. Oh my
Ignore that
god,
one too?
why is it doing this? Hang on a second.
It
Ignore
broke.
all those. It broke this. Ah, that's why. That's why. Okay.
Were you
there we
rolling at
go.
advantage?
I know. It was not supposed to be an advantage.
How did I guess that?
Why?
Well,
Let's try that one more time.
why not have
No.
advantage? Because you
Alright.
got the drop on us.
Here we go. One.
Because
By the way, Kojiro, what's your armor class?
13.
Okay, hang on.
We fucked.
How many did I declare? I declared it how many? Let's see. Let me go back over here. I had.
Liz, you're scaring me.
I told you. He's acting all nice. Here we go.
Oh yeah, I had that many. That's right. Okay. 2. That's gonna be a miss. 3. That's a miss. And 4. That's a hit. Okay. Basically arrows. Multiple arrows. Ping into Kojiro. Kojiro, you've taken 15 damage from these arrows. 2 other arrows whiz by. One of them actually lands in this tree right here.
You said 15, right?
15.
I'm unconscious.
Well, thanks.
Good job.
For level 1. This is going to be another of that
Thank
nonsense
you,
with the
Liz.
skeletons.
Thank you.
We will
Thank you.
We will continue this
Damn it.
next week
God.
because it's time to stop the session for tonight. By the way, Kojiro will start the fight unconscious in weapon form and will flip with his partner. Arrows fall, everyone died. 10. By the way, you will see some things. You will see some things next week. You'll see where the things are, or some of them at least.
Mainly more arrows.
Well, you know there's at least 2, because actually at least 3, because
2 hit me and
2
then 1
hit
hit the tree.
Kojiro and 1 hit the tree behind him. So
Do we know which direction they're coming from?
Yeah.
well, one of them hit the tree from like this angle,
Tree. Okay.
like that, maybe ish, like from the south. It's definitely from the south. I'll put it that way. From the south. The one that misses.
Kestrel, I will stab you.
So that is going to end.
Go look at
I
RPG
haven't
chat.
say anything.
Oh, it's a trap.
So that's gonna end the session. We start.
I don't want to know how they're dressed.
Who was the one that said we'd be on equal ground here? Walking it at night? Who was it?
Um.
Nara.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, Nara.
I called
You're a
it.
freaking idiot.
I was assuming goblins.
Well, think about this for a second. I'm not sure
Well,
goblins in D&D, but usually goblins are nighttime creatures. They're more
They
they
are
tend
in
not to be able to
D&D.
see very well in the day, depending on what species.
Everybody did so well up until the point where
They
you
help
flub
the
the flub.
necromancer.
It's like okay, you see everything scatter, and then nothing.
I was getting
follow
weird
those
vibes all throughout. I was like,
footsteps.
something
Well,
is
I
wrong
like-
here.
Everybody was playing it right and just failed the rolls. That's really all there was to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Liz decided to punish me.
And I was like, hey guys, it's probably more
Liz, was I the
goblins."
only one that got shot?
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
technically
Every
it was your fault.
all 4 shots were against you, and that's. I will say that there is a reason you were shot. It has nothing to do with anything other than you just happened to be the convenient target.
God damn it, Liz.
That being said, you were a convenient target.
See, this is why
He
you don't
wasn't
move up to dead
I can turn
bodies
you into a
willy-nilly.
convenient target.
Well, I gotta head out, so
Alright.
bye.
Yeah.
All right, see you, Leaf.
My God.
See, this is
Alright,
why you
so-
don't just walk
This
up to
is-
dead bodies, Mao. This is why you don't do it. You be smart and stay over there, wherever
fairness-
who that
in
is
fairness-
is.
In fairness, Leaf walked up to it first.
Yeah, but if
Yes.
he hadn't been a dummy and walked up next to Leaf, body
Yes, I should
blocking.
not. I should be smart enough not to walk right next to
But
Leaf.
it does
In
protect
fairness-
protect them, so.
Also, in fairness, if any one of you had made one roll after you discovered the body, one roll, you could have stopped that.
Insight.
Well, I don't know this
You
mess.
could have
so.
stopped. You could have stopped the. You could have stopped the pre-round 1 attack. It's a free action basically at that point. So
Oh,
yeah,
I don't know
Yep.
this
by
DM.
failing all of the rolls, they got a free attack on the party.
But I am quite obviously a very squishy half elf. Why not shoot the friggin' paladin?
Because
Because
eliminate
the
easy
paladin
targets.
is
Because
nice.
convenience too squishy.
What part of convenient target did you miss?
No.
Look, you can get
Now,
healed.
do you regret being the one being out now? Do you regret it? I hope you do.
No.
You better.
No, I don't. No, I don't, because if you were in that position, you would have been killed.
Yeah, but now if you die, I'm out of the game too.
Later, bud.
Fuck you.
No, you're not
Yeah.
out of the game. You're just
My character dies though. If he dies, it's kind of point.
Wow.
Hey, wait a minute here.
Wow. Wow.
I disapprove of that.
Wow, the racism is strong in King Sonya. Are you saying that all
Sonya.
elves use bows and arrows? Are you saying that all elves are good pin cushions? That is racist, you know.
He's only half elf.
That is racist, you know.
Well, the full elf
Yeah.
is currently a dagger, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Wow. So all elves are forest dwellers?
Oh,
all elves
wow.
are forest dwellers?
All arrows are made of
Yeah,
wood.
no, we're not.
Yeah.
I'm a
He
city elf.
did come back after that, however, and say that smoke makes a best cover.
Just do want you to let you know when you're
Oh.
planning for the next session.
Oh, so you're saying you're gonna burn the whole forest? Oh dear.
Now, Liz,
Oh, God.
Liz,
That'd be great.
are we just gonna make a habit of you knocking me out in every fight?
No.
Please no.
Yeah.
No,
Get better.
if any one of you had made one roll at the discovery of the dead body,
That's what the intelligence check was for, wasn't it?
everything there was intelligence checks, there was what else was there was the let's see. Well, Jack actually made the perception check, which meant that they didn't get to roll advantage.
I had
They
good
could've rolled
roll,
advantage.
but I fucked
Which
my
saved
roll.
my life.
So you didn't get caught flat-footed. So that actually saved you from a potential insta-kill.
Yes.
which would have been
That would've been caca.
Worse.
That
Worse.
saved you from an insta. Let's see. You're just simply unconscious because they would have rolled 4 advantages, and with your AC of 13, that would have been quite deadly. You're just unconscious, so that's fine. By the way, what's your health? What's your max health?
10.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. You're just unconscious. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm at -5 though.
You're fine. No. I mean, like, you're just simply unconscious. It's not an insta. If they would have gotten 10 plus, if they would have put 20 damage on you, yeah, it would have been an
That's
insta.
So basically,
Yeah.
you're saying that the negative doesn't count; it just goes straight to 0.
Negative max is insta
negative
kill.
10.
Negative max is
Okay,
insta
that's
kill.
what the negative's for. Got it.
Yeah, the negative max is insta kill.
They should have
that
more time.
also
We're
applies.
fucking fucked.
That also applies to enemies as well.
Mm-hmm.
If they are knocked unconscious, and then you can do things to them. So that applies to anything in this universe. So, good night to everybody who's leaving. It's all good. Yeah, just debriefing the session at this point. So no worries.
Everything went perfectly, except for this last part where we just didn't have any rolls.
Literally until the very last step, everything went as close to perfect as I could reasonably expect the party to do, and even on day 1 went way above and beyond, and you did everything right. Every step of that. That's why I gave the 25 XP, because every one of you played that perfectly.
Everything else, what else XP do we get?
No, that's it. Just the 25.
Oh,
okay.
We got 25.
You shouldn't be asking since you just got knocked out.
There was 25 XP for everybody who was in the session tonight. 25 XP for the perfect day 1 of the trip.
Okay.
Wait, I'll get on. So another 25 on top of that.
No. I've already given you your 25.
Oh, I see.
The 25 that I said earlier, I said you had a perfect day 1, you get 25 XP. That's it. That's the only XP for the session. That's it.
Cool.
All right.
Liz,
Yes.
thinking back, there's no way that couldn't have knocked me out if I had cast Agatha's armor.
Yeah, but you couldn't because you were caught. Well, you were. If you would have made that roll, you could have gotten armor of Agathis up. You would have been.
I still would have been knocked out.
Question.
Yeah.
If we would have rolled on how old the buddy was, would they have gotten and passed?
You would not have had to roll on that. You would have simply needed to roll on the intelligence. The intelligence roll is what you failed. Now, that intelligence roll, if it would have been made,
Would that have been insight instead?
no, you need not insight. No. Intelligence strictly because you are trying to remember something in your past.
Right.
And also,
Well, no, I
Marigold can
wasn't.
make that roll because Marigold and you are linked, so she can make the roll
I
too.
wasn't trying to
The
remember
DC
past.
No. There's a reason by that, and you would have said, "Goblins don't set up ambushes like this."
Oh, that's right.
And then you would have been like, "Goblins don't set up ambushes like this," and you would have been like, "Everybody get down, ambush!" and then they would not have. Then you would have not given them the free action.
By the way,
They would have had no free action, and you would have started the fight right there.
Yeah, I just got shit luck at the end.
Everything else was played perfectly. You did it right. You should have actually walked up to the body. So it was not wrong for you to walk up there. It was the
Due to my
correct
background, I
decision.
had every good right to.
You had every good reason to walk up there, and on top of that, you had every good reason. You played it right. The problem is you just missed the roll.
Yeah.
If Marigold rolls a 13, you get the information you need. You stop the free attack.
Oh, by the way, Kestrel, when you're making the roll for making your character, let me know what kind of character you come up with, because I also have to set up my character.
Of course, I missed it by 1.
Okay, cool.
Like,
Yeah.
if
I
you're,
wasted
if
the
you're interested
roll
in being
on
a
a
magic
fucking
user,
wrong
let
roll.
me know. I can set my character up to be like a melee person. Or
I'm-
We should
assistant
just
that
let
way.
it
I'm thinking
be.
like a melee. Well, I'm thinking more character and less build right now.
And
Do like build later.
And Kestrel, you and I need to sit down and make some rolls and whatnot for later. We're not going to do that tonight. Actually, we could do that tonight because I'm not working tomorrow.
We
So,
could,
hey,
yeah.
I get a day off. So,
Yeah, we could.
we
I'm
could do that
thinking-
right now if you want to.
Yeah, I'm thinking for character.
I'm going to be hanging out. See you.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we're done for tonight. If anybody needs to go, like I said, no worries. Good
Okay.
session. This was a really good session. I think the party did actually very, very well, all things considered. It's just
Also,
one roll.
I do. Sorry, go ahead, Liz.
I'm done. No, I'm done.
I wanted to say I was disappointed that we did not hear on the road again. I am
I was waiting
disappointed.
for that.
That was would have been
Same.
cliche.
When you
That's
said
exactly
music,
why. It's a good
when you
cliche.
said
It
music,
wouldn't be on
I
the road
was
again. It's the first time the
face-palm
party's been on the
ready.
road.
I should reserve that for. I should but you weren't on the road. You were.
We were on the road at first.
Yeah,
But it wasn't again. It's the first time this party has been on.
Yes.
Don't do throwbacks from other
Exactly.
sessions and making jokes like that. You gotta wait till this party
Doesn't
does it.
matter.
It does.
Doesn't
Sequence
matter
of
that we're on the road
events.
Listen. What Drago's saying is don't get ahead of yourself, okay?
Yep.
But
It's already too late, man. It's already too late.
See, this is my luck. You see, this is my luck. Whenever I have a magic user, I die.
This is why you always go fist mage. Okay.
This is why I should, if this character dies, I'm gonna reroll as a freaking monk. I'm just gonna kick everything's ass.
Wait. Are you rolling as a monk or are you rolling as a barbarian?
This is true.
Remember that
This is
beefy
true.
barbarian that you had?
This is true. I could go a barbarian. I
Vicious
would not make it a
mockery
dwarf though.
Incoming. Vicious
But
mockery
dwarf
incoming.
barbarian.
Listen, dwarf barbarian is actually pretty damn strong.
It is. It
But
is.
orc is
Here's-
stronger.
Better?
But here's why dwarf barbarian is strong, because barbarian works off of 3 stats: strength, strength and constitution are the 2 main ones, to a lesser extent dexterity. Long story short,
4 if you include
barbarians-
intimidation.
long story short with that, barbarians get armor class based off of not just dexterity, but also constitution if they're wearing no armor.
It's awesome.
If you want to know why I rolled him as a dwarf barbarian in the test session, it's because of the rolls that happened, because oh my god, those rolls were just sickening. And it just
Liz,
made so much sense to do it.
if you, I would do either half orc or dwarf in this campaign for barbarian.
Okay,
But if you had allowed me,
Mhm.
if you had allowed me to be one thing in a monster manual, I'd go with
No.
Goliath.
No.
I know.
Nope.
is there
I'd
no
be too OP.
fighter tech? That's right. Ooh.
Goliath
No,
So
Goliath
races-
barbarians
Oh,
are
there is.
just
Never mind.
Only if your intelligence is 6.
yeah.
So real quick, in terms of like fighters, what you were thinking, like a half orc barbarian? Did I hear that right,
Oh,
Mel?
me?
No, for Mel.
Half orc barbarian is actually really OP.
Half orc barbarian. I mean, you're looking at strength 2 and constitution 1. It's basically similar to the dwarf.
Yeah. Except
Just,
they
I
get
think,
a
different fluff.
size modifier, I think.
It's different fluff compared to the dwarf, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Different fluff.
But the base stuff is roughly the same. So,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, this is specifically for, I think it's hill dwarves that get it. Yeah. Oh no, it's a little different because the hill dwarfs get +2 to constitution and +1 to strength, I believe. Yeah. No, hill dwarf gets +1 to wisdom. Mountain dwarf gets +2 and +2. Actually, mountain dwarves are better for barbarian because they get +2 and +2, as opposed to +2 +1.
Yeah.
So for raw stats, a mountain dwarf barbarian is actually slightly better.
For some weird reason.
Good night.
All right. Take care, Petrie.
Fall asleep.
Yep.
No,
Like I said, I'm keeping us on a tight timetable for this particular reason because I know some of you are East Coast. So, again, we're keeping
Yeah.
to it as best as possible, plus or minus 15 minutes as much as possible. So, we ran a little bit over than what I was expecting, but that's okay. It's not a terrible situation running 5 minutes over the expected time. I try to get, I time it for about 11 Eastern so that for sure we're done at 11:30 Eastern. I get y'all out of here by midnight, for sure.
Also, yeah, like I said before, Kestrel, I need when you get the chance or when you have an idea what kind of character, be it magic or melee, let me know.
Oh yeah, I got an idea. Kind of like
Yeah.
um
Ooh.